Hello everyone, welcome to the Red Men TV Fanzone Watchalong. I'm Paul Machin, that's Chris Pajak. Liverpool are taking on Brighton and Hove Albion. The game kicks off in 9 minutes time. We're going to be here throughout providing commentary, analysis, songs and general wham as well. Analysis. We've got analysis.
Oh yeah, we've got actual stats. Yeah,
okay. Yeah, absolutely.
You're right, we do. I was thinking we were just talking about us.
Don't sit there and undersell us. Back ourselves, believe in what we do. I think what we do is good, and I hope you two will at home. The two people watching. Welcome aboard to Lucy Reed, who's joined as a first team member. You get a boom for your troubles.
That's what I can say, but we'll describe this. Boom.
Yes. Thank you so much, Lucy. Lucy gets to use the emotes in the comments. If you are a club captain or club legend member, you get the final word. Show's a bonus show here on YouTube. We stream live on Monday mornings, normally around 10:30 in the morning, reviewing the weekend's game. That is your one bonus show for being a multi-tier member here on YouTube. Yes, this is great. It is great indeed. Right, yeah, you can get your requests for songs and what have you. We've seen the team. It is another rotated side, but it's a better side than probably the start of the midweek.
I've got it up on my iPad at the moment, actually, Paul, and you can see there that Alisson starting in nets. We've got Nico Williams, Phillips, Fabinho and Robertson. It looks like it's going to be a 4-2-3-1. StatZone have it as a 4-2-3-1, just like us. Milner with Wijnaldum, although I'd guess Milner maybe on the left-hand side rather than the right-hand side, like on here. Minamino, Firmino, Jota and Salah they've got in the 9, which is interesting. Again, different to what we've got. They've got Minamino coming from the right, and they've got Brighton as well while we're here. In a 3 at the back with White, Dunk, Webster, then Veltman, Bissouma, Grobe, March, Connolly, Welbeck and Mopai as the 2 strikers behind Connolly in the number 10, which will be an interesting one. It seems that we've come up against 3 at the back a lot recently.
It's having another little resurgence, isn't it? And hopefully they play it and we handle it like we handled Leicester's 3 at the back and not like how we handled Atalanta's 3 at the back.
I agree.
We've got a comment here from Top MMA Wear TMW. Says, why do we keep underestimating teams? Matip should play league matches. Now, it's interesting. If you missed the team reaction show, I'll just nip back over to Twitter. James Pearce tweeted about the Joel Matip thing. Joel Matip not injured. LSE managing his minutes, given his fitness issues earlier in the season and having played twice already this week. And I think that's exactly it for me. I get it. And look, my dad was raging about the team selection for Atalanta, thinking we should have gone heavier. But again, at the moment, we're not just managing individual games. We're managing a campaign, probably more than we've had to with the squad. So I agree. If Joel Matip was Joe Gomez, he'd be playing today. But he's not. He's Joel Matip. So they had to ask him to play 3 games in 7 days.
It's not happening at the moment, not with the way that our squad is and the injuries that we've got, and that makes sense, doesn't it? We're trying to sort of, as you say, manage the campaign. We want him to be available for as many games as possible. Nice that he's not even on the bench here as well, because I think that makes a difference. It just takes him out of Jürgen's thinking. I can't, no matter what the thing is, I've got to trust the players that I've got there, and hopefully these lads can go again and beat Brighton. I don't think Brighton in the Premier League have actually beaten us at home so far.
Interesting.
It's ridiculous to be
honest with you. It
almost
felt like a stat, that, Chris.
Well, you know what? If you want the stat, I'll get the stat up.
Sean Ashley, welcome to Sean Ashley, who's joined as a club captain. Yeah, you get Monday's final word show streamed live to YouTube. Thank you so much. Have you got it?
Yeah. Brighton have never won a top-flight home game against Liverpool, drawn 3, lost 4, losing all 3 in the Premier League by an aggregate of 2-9. Indeed, the Seagulls' only home victory over Liverpool in league competition came in the 2nd tier in January '61. Bonus points for the score, Paul?
2-1.
3-1, close.
Oh, so close. I remember that one. Of course I don't. Just quickly, we've got about a minute before we're going to go to a quick pre-match break. Nico Williams, really interesting, of course, game for him in prospect. Thought he was fine. I thought he probably drew more criticism than he was due in the midweek. He's returning to the game and the stadium when he played left-back for 45 minutes. Started brightly, then got destroyed by Lamptey and got took off at half-time. It's a nice symbolism there, I think. He's coming back to a game where it was probably the first time people who would look at Williams went, he might not be ready, or some people said he's not good enough or whatever. Probably stems back to that Brighton game for some. For most people it went, he's a young lad, young right back playing left back. But him coming in his natural position, albeit with, you know, a far lower quality couple of players in and around by comparison. Yeah, big game for Nico.
Yeah, it will be, and I thought it was interesting that Lallana spoke out on one of his social media channels this week about the abuse for Nico Williams and the young lads and stuff like that. And you know, it's not needed. It doesn't. See, look, we're all supporters of Liverpool. We're all massive supporters of Liverpool. We all put a lot of our time into supporting them. I don't understand about being a supporter, like bashing a lad on social media. It doesn't make you a good supporter. In fact, if anything, I think that makes you a bad supporter.
It makes you, well, no, more importantly, let's say, it makes you a knobhead.
And a bully and a dickhead and everything else. I just don't understand it, to be honest. And the lad's trying to forge himself a career. Now, he wouldn't be at Liverpool if Liverpool didn't think he was good enough.
Yeah.
And it's that simple. Because we've got rid of all the deadwood.
Well, we'll see. Because, you know, I guess the argument is that we'll know.
But
we'll know in games like this.
But the point is, right now, they think he's good enough.
Yeah.
And they might be proved wrong, but right now they think he's good enough and he should be afforded that support.
They certainly think he's the best of what's available at the moment, I think is the right way to look at it in the worst case for him. And I really like Nico Williams. I think he's a good player. But we'll see. Again, this is the point. He's got games. Young footballers and footballers in general, they need to be handed opportunities. He's, in some regards, we're unlucky with injuries, but as a young player trying to develop, he's very lucky that these opportunities are presenting themselves, and it's up to him to take them. Right, we're going to be back with kickoff very, very shortly indeed. But here's a little advert that explains a little bit more about the YouTube memberships that I mentioned earlier. Hey everyone, mate here. I want to tell you all about the fantastic set of perks and benefits we have got for you guys when you sign up to be a member here on YouTube. There are 3 tiers available. You've got first teamer, you've got club captain, and you've got club legend that each come with their own, as I say, perks and benefits. First and foremost, of course, you've got access to custom emojis that you can use within any one of our live streams, of which there will be plenty this season. You also get 10% off Redmen TV merch from our merchandise store, which will be linked below. Also, if you go for tier 2, this is where things start to get really interesting. You get access to an additional 60-minute show each and every week. Throughout the season, that is the final word show. 60 minutes looking back on Liverpool's weekend game, usually only available on the redmentv.com. That is there for people who sign up at club captain level and for those at club legend level as well. In addition to the aforementioned perks, aforementioned emotes, and that wonderful final word show, you also get a 20% discount code off Redmen TV merch on our merch store as well. And of course, you get to support everything we're doing on the channel as well. So if you love all the free content we've given you down the years and you want a little bit more and you want to have a little bit more extra access and you want loyalty badges as well, we have got you covered with a YouTube membership. Sign up now, get more content, get emotes, get badges, and support the channel. Hello everyone, welcome back. Yes, kickoff is fast approaching. The players, and I'm sure we'll be observing a moment, either applause or silence in memory of Diego Maradona. Obviously, we talked about it in the week, Chris, but obviously things are kind of rolled on. It's amazing, I think, you know, because I remember Diego Maradona as a player. Not in the way that people who are slightly older than us do, but seeing the way, like the response, we were talking about it briefly before, when his body was in, lying in state, and like it was like a royal, dying. Yeah, it was just, I mean, and that for me, that's the thing that always hits home, because Diego Maradona dies, you look at him and go, great footballer, but obviously a guy whose life's gone off the rails and all that kind of stuff. So not shocking to see a man like him go young. But the thing that I get emotional about is when you realise how important he was to so many, to an entire nation and beyond.
I mean, you know, the big thing for me was seeing photographs of Naples. Now, I've never been to Naples or anything like that, and just seeing, you know, what are we talking about here? Like 20, 30 years after he played there, give or take.
Yeah. There's someone naming the stadium after him.
And it looked like there was just so many murals to him and stuff like that, and he was just so important. Pictures of him just on people's houses, just on the walls, not even murals and stuff like that, and just... Oh, we've missed it. Apologies. And seeing all that and seeing what he means to not just a generation, like a fucking city.
Absolutely. Right, we're underway then. Bobby Firmino challenging for that early header. It goes back to Matty Ryan, who smashes it long down at the middle of the pitch, and that's going to be an interesting test. Danny Welbeck up against Fabinho, early doors.
I'm sorry, just to bring your eye. Right then, it looks like a 4-3-3 with Milner and Taki.
Let's see.
Wijnaldum in the 8.
Stephen Murphy with €10 super chats who says belated birthday wishes for Queven. Do you want us to say happy birthday? Happy belated birthday to Queven. Yeah, thanks so much. Hope he had a good birthday.
Position well.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Thanks, Chris. You just having a little chat with yourself over on the side.
For fuck's sakes, Genie!
Taki Minamino comes back. It is a Liverpool free kick. He steps over it and lets the defence reassert themselves on this one.
He definitely looks like he's on the right side of a 3 here.
I said that he's got all the ability to do it. You know, again, I said it before, he's very Lallana-like. He's got great close control. He's good with both feet. He's got a very low centre of gravity. He's quick over a couple of yards, but not necessarily electric over a long space.
What a ball.
What a ball. Diogo Jota's in behind. He's into the box. He looks at then Mo Salah. And it's cut out by Solly March, and it will be a corner to Liverpool. Just wonder whether Jota could have actually just got another yard and smacked one, Chris.
He definitely could have done. Like, the ball by Bobby was absolutely sensational. Just about onside, I think. Left side of centre-half playing him on. And there, he's got at least another touch in him before he has to make a decision. But I think the pass goes if he doesn't play it then, and that's what's caught him off guard, maybe.
And fair play. I mean, you want to see sort of
Taki
Minamino to the backstick, headed clear for the moment. It's going to be brought down by Mohamed Salah on the corner of the penalty area. He goes back to Nico Williams inside the centre circle. Yeah, I mean, it's fine. Making a decision to try and play Salah when he can see he's ahead of his men, but behind the play. It was a nice idea.
Never a bad idea putting Salah in on a one-on-one, is it?
Absolutely. Yeah, and it's interesting because we started this game like a house on fire last year as well. You know, we were a couple of goals up very early on, and absolutely flying. And I wonder whether we're going to take a similar approach here. Genie's pass is blocked in the midfield. Andy Robertson
now from that corner.
Andy Robertson with a little nutmeg there. Diogo Jota battling for it, gets it back to Andy Robertson. Yeah, Taki Minamino has it and goes back to the defence. We had a couple of super chats in. Jack, the certified G and a bona fide stud with 199. Minamino has ability. He just has no game time. Yeah, I agree on that, mate. And Jamie Loudon, 299. Thank you. Get it done, Red Men. Get it done any which way. Yeah, I'm presuming he's talking to the team in specifically in there, but obviously we understandable confusion there. We will. We've got no choice but here. We'll get it done. Can the players on the can the actual Red Men get it done? We'll have to see. Yeah, we see this ball from Fabinho. Salah was on the shoulder. And just so unlucky for Mohamed Salah there. So very unlucky.
It's a great ball by Fabinho, isn't it? Absolutely brilliant. They're on the back foot already here.
This is what it's got to be. This is how we've got to play. I mean, it's not how Liverpool play anyway. But you don't want to put undue pressure on your defence. Because that's what they'll be there. They'll have been geared up towards this. This is Liverpool's weak in defence. This is where you can get at them. This is your opportunities. Alisson.
Well done, Alisson.
Rising like a fresh salmon there on the edge of the 18-yard box to power a header out for a Brighton throw-in.
George Fuller asking in the comments what bickies are on the menu. Say, well, there's been a lot of talk about the ginger nuts and how that would hold up in the tea. So we've got the ginger nuts and threw a little curveball in. Cherry Bakewell digestives avec chocolate.
Cannot wait. Good play in the middle there. Mo Salah holding it up. Taki Minamino to James Milner. James Milner looks for the overlapping run of Diogo Jota. Andy Robertson's gone further forward. Milner gets it back. Taki Minamino and Salah hovering with intent on the edge of the 18-yard box. Milner and Robertson just maintaining for now until they gave it away. Exactly the moment that I said it. Brilliant. And look,
what a tackle.
Oh my days, Fabinho. I mean, he's let him know he's there. That is a leg breaker of a challenge from Fabinho. I mean, it's nowhere near breaking his leg, but he's basically letting his opponent know there. Yeah, I will break your legs. If you come near me, I will break your legs.
It was a poor touch that ends up letting him get there. And as soon as that poor touch was in, Fabinho made the decision to throw the slidey in, and we know with his telescopic legs, he can do a slidey. Like
absolutely, he loves a slidey. Jinx. Unlucky. Christopher Francis Page. Christoph Andrei Pionski. Oh, no, Pionk. Oh, God, I forget it changes. Christopher, just, you're not jinxed. It's not a real thing. Genie Wijnaldum plays out to Mohamed Salah. Looks for Nico Williams and gets him. Nico Williams squares himself up, cuts inside, does a little flip-flap there, goes back to Salah. Salah looks to ping the ball into feet, but it is blocked, and Brighton look to play their way out of trouble. They do look like a man in in trouble there in the middle. A little limping.
Oh, go on.
Bit of limping from the centre half. But no. Which one of their centre halves is that? 5? Is that Webb? Dunk. There you go. No, I don't like him.
Talking of dunks.
Speaking of dunks, yes. Thank you very much. I'm going to wait for a break and play. Brighton looking to come down this right-hand side. But of course, they are missing Tariq Lamptey, who is suspended. Oh, that, again, doesn't look good. Brighton player going down, clutching his ankle. Andy Robertson looks for a straight ball over top. Matty Ryan has come out. Taki Minamino's got it. Minamino into Salah, he gets it back. Minamino, I think they've not made themselves. Jota with the shot. And it's a corner to Liverpool. Matty Ryan putting on his Alisson Becker undies there for a moment. Comes out, headed straight to Minamino. Just doesn't quite get it under his spell quick enough to go for the shot. Yeah, it's intelligent, but he did not mega man on the edge there. Jota tries to fire it in. Maybe just slightly overworked it, but yeah. Veltman it is, who's just struggling at the moment. I think he was the guy who went down on the right wing a couple of minutes ago. Liverpool have a corner. Will we hit the first man or not, Chris Pager?
No. We're going to hit...
Big
Phillips. Nat, yeah.
Look, he just done a fucking confident bounce there. Nat Phillips makes the run. Oh, he's a full stretch. He doesn't get it. Does come back to James Milner. Gets it back on his right foot. Powerful whip. It's over everyone to the back post. Bobby Firmino gets it to Andy Robertson, who gets it back, corner of the area. Bobby Firmino trying to work his way into the box. Instead he finds Robertson. He gets it back from Robertson. He's inside the 18-yard box. He's tried the shot. It's come back. Robertson, Liverpool keeping them penned in. Robertson goes for the big cross.
Told you we did Big Nat.
Phillips, one of the worst touches I've seen in an 18-yard box in quite some time. And it is a Brighton throw-in. He got hold of that cross, didn't he?
He did.
Really powered it.
Nat didn't know.
No, he did. Well, yeah. No, he didn't. Tried to control it on his thigh as it was getting away from him. Oh, wow.
I know. Sensational.
Oh, they are incredible.
I know. I'm tempted.
Okay. Jimmy Milner moves it on. Andy Robertson. Oh, my God. Wow. It's a biscuit that keeps getting better. Holy shit. Nico Williams.
I didn't go for the 2 for 140 offer now.
Oh, God, yeah. Just sit here and we'll have a packet each. Let's see. Andy Robertson, ball on the outside to Diogo Jota.
I'm loving this from Liverpool. The intensity's there. Not looking tired at the moment, looking to put them under pressure and already creating opportunities and shots.
Let's see. Robin Young in the comments saying, "Come on, Reds, early goal will do the nerves a world of good." Nerves is mad, isn't it? I haven't felt any nerves towards this, but I mean, wonder whether, particularly with a couple of the young lads. Nico Williams, really good ball into the feet of Firmino. He just couldn't get past his man, just couldn't weave it past them. Brighton survive once again, but you're right, how direct we're being. Back to our best, I think, when you just smash the ball into the feet of the front three and let them
it makes a difference when you've got someone with a first touch up there.
Yeah, that's true, isn't it?
Unfortunately, it's just not. I sounded terrible then. I sounded proper salty about Divock. He's just not that type of striker. It's just not what he's there for. You want him to run onto the ball, don't you?
Yeah.
It's like when Man United tried to make Lukaku that number 9 instead of just going as they did the first season, just play him in behind and let him run onto it. Second season or whatever, they played a bit more into feet. It just didn't work.
Yeah, absolutely. Off the ball against Salah, linking well with Firmino. Jimmy Milner's on the edge. Lovely little dance. Diogo Jota just tried to get his body in front of the ball. Just couldn't, and Brighton live a game for the moment. Jota putting the pressure on in the right back position. It goes back to the goalkeeper. George Fuller, all the credit in the world to George Fuller there, who's tried his best for the Ghostbuster pun by saying Veltman needs to not cross the streams. He's gone Veltman bang. Brighton it in. Number 7, great shot, and he's put it wide.
Was that Connolly?
Oh my days. Big opportunity on the break for Brighton. He's in there, he's got a chance to finish. He's done all the build-up right. Great run. Taking it to the right area of the pitch. He's opened his body up. He's missed it. Warning shot. This is what we have to live with. This is where we've been all season long. We're trying to balance ourselves out more towards attack than we were maybe last season. But it does leaves opportunities open, particularly with it's our 11th different centre-back pairing.
It's absolutely ridiculous, isn't it? And this is part and parcel of how we play. It's just when you haven't got the players there, he just doesn't get any bend on that Connolly. He's actually really unlucky. I think he's hit the right place. He started it out the right position. For some reason, the bend just doesn't arrive, and we're dead lucky. So what I was saying, is that when you play, you just need, you realise, great players to play like this. And right now, we haven't got great players at the back there. Because it's not like, it's good play, but it's a little bit lucky with a bit of a bounce in here, there and everywhere before it frees up. Great run, man. Great ball into him. But yeah, it's just one of those things. You can't blame Phillips for following his man out there. Like, there's no blame for following the guy who's got the ball. Yeah. It's just unfortunately he doesn't get it. And here we go again.
Brighton looking to hit once again. Well marshalled in the corner by Phillips. Mopai does even get it looks like he's been given a free kick there to Brighton. See in a moment. But yeah, and that Phillips remonstrating Wijnaldum and him just looking to box him in. It's hard to tell what's happened there. Let's see if Nat Phillips just kick him in. Just kick him.
Nah, he just leant on him, didn't he? Just leant on him a little bit. Joe Rainbow's got an interesting question over on Hot Mike. Do you think it's okay to dunk biscuits in coffee, or is that a crime punishable by death? Now, you don't drink coffee, do you? So I'd guess it would be a crime punishable by... You would?
Yeah, well, why wouldn't I? I don't understand why you...
I don't. I don't know why. I just don't do it. Like
Coffee's basically like, I'm going to send ball in, headed away by Nat Phillips. Good header indeed. It's on the volley. Knocked back in again. Going to have to defend this one. We haven't. A flick on header.
Great header. I think it was Nat.
Phillips.
Defending that.
Offside. Liverpool get the decision. A little bit of a moment there. Liverpool had to really be on their toes.
I think Phillips gets it.
Just comes back in again. Two of them offside. And Phillips does just about enough there, you're right. But yes, anyway. Coffee's like, for me, like, I don't know, coffee's like a dessert for me. You know what I mean? Like, it's like you'd have it after a meal kind of situation. So it doesn't. I don't see it as like a day as a day thing, but it's more associated with like coffee and donuts, that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
so Dunkin' fits coffee far better than it fits tea.
Oh, not again.
Alisson Becker. Cutting
thighs it
out the top.
Out of play, I think, in the end. I'm sure he thighs that. I'll tell you what, you can't get anywhere near the distance on the ball that I could with my thunder thighs.
Just all straight up in the air, though, unfortunately. Very quick ball, very very Leicester-like. Actually,
he kicks
doing
it.
This so far.
He kicks it.
Just not wasting too many touches. Just looking to be as direct as possible. And some positive situations have arisen for Brighton so far. Nat Phillips goes in committed. Yes, agricultural defending.
Agricultural championship, you name it.
It's
whatever.
like the 90s back. Once again, big boom and clearance from Nat Phillips.
Cyber Sims as well. Brighton are crowding us out every time we get forward, taking lessons from Atalanta here.
Oh, sorry. Celtic Pool saying, give us a song. You're right, we do need a song. Let's have Campione. Nat Phillips is already blown out of his arse. It's a lot of action to take part in so early in the game and in such a short, truncated space of time. James Milner turns, goes back to Nat Phillips, a full stretch. Oh, lovely little drag back there. Goes to his defensive partner in Fabinho. No, very cultured indeed from Nat Phillips there. Shades of Simon Mignolet there.
Where the hell's Nico? Oh, there he is.
Yeah. Alisson goes for that direct ball over the top. He's looking for Salah's running behind it. It was a wonderful attempt. Bobby Firmino's going to go and...
Well, I say the first sort of 5 minutes was all Liverpool, and in the last 5, Brighton have really come into this, haven't they, and put us under pressure.
What about the middle 5? Between them 5s?
3, maybe, 30 minutes in.
Yeah, no, they've definitely had the last few, haven't they? Andy Robertson again, yeah, just wonder whether Brighton's just starting to get to grips with what Liverpool are doing. Diogo Jota tries to go around his man, heavy touch, and it is a Brighton throw-in just inside their half. Let's have another little song, We love you, Liverpool. Oh, Liverpool, we love you. Brighton there just edging towards the halfway line now with this throw-in near side.
He'll take it past it, surely.
Oh, he's actually gone backwards. That's insane.
Oh, wow.
There you go.
Yeah.
It's worked. Danny Welbeck, dispossessed by James Milner. Andy Robertson, give and go with Bobby Firmino. That's lovely. Jota's just turned his man inside out. Ready for the wash. And Ben White takes him out for his troubles. Wonderful little bit of football for Liverpool there. Jota's absolutely toasted him. And Ben White goes, nah, I've just done a year in the Championship, mate. This is how we do it. This is how we do it in the Championship. Okay, it's going to be a Liverpool free kick. They've taken it quick. James Milner under pressure gives it to Fabinho. Fabinho feeds it into Taki Minamino. Looks to Nico Williams. He's going to need some support. Doesn't get it, so he goes back to Nat Phillips. Nat Phillips with a big switch falls over and gives the ball away. The double bubble there. Little slip from Fabinho as well. Liverpool getting bodies back now. And any brief moment of danger extinguishes itself, really, which is good to see. Brighton now just knocking the ball around, going for that direct ball over the top. Alisson Becker again comes to the edge of his 18-yard box, waits to see if it'll come inside. It doesn't, so he volleys it out for another Brighton throw. And it feels like we're going to need a lot of. There's going to be a lot of this from Alisson already. It's like 3 times we've seen him run to the edge of his 18-yard box.
We've seen it more over the last few games, actually, haven't we? Since the Virgil injury, certainly, he's just. And I feel like he's getting back to the top of his game as well, Alisson, and my word, do we need him to as well? But yeah, it looks like that's the way that they're going to try and attack us today, and it makes sense, doesn't it? They don't want to overcommit bodies forward because they know how good we are on the transition if we get the ball back.
It's how we've looked weak all season long, even with Virgil in the team. It's just being a bit direct in those balls in. And it'd be interesting to know in terms of like the defensive line, to try to do it again. Oh, Phillips tidies up.
He started well, Phillips.
Yeah, he's been good. He's dealt with what he's had to deal with so far.
There you go, win it now.
Jota, just tries to move forward. Yeah, I wonder whether, and I don't know, this is not statistically backed up, whether the defence is sitting fractionally lower and the goalkeeper's playing fractionally higher just to try and cover a little bit of the space that would normally be fine to just play high and have Virgil and got Joe Gomez in the team. But yeah, we'll see certainly how this works out. Alisson's definitely been told to help his defence out more. More than he has done previously.
Well, we've not got the speed there either, have we? You know, when you think about Gomez and you think Van Dijk, one of the big things that they've got going for them is their pace, so they're able to do that. So, yeah, we don't have that with Phillips. Fabinho's not slow. I don't think Phillips is slow, but they're certainly not fast.
Yeah, absolutely, completely agree. Eric Forbes saying Taki's playing really deep and hasn't been on the ball for a while. Yeah, I was actually thinking that when he cropped up a minute ago in the midfield, is that I think it's telling of all of our team really. Salah the same. We're riding a spell of actually Brighton being quite good. We went from being them penned in their half for the first 10 minutes of the game, and we've barely been in there pretty much since there. Liverpool have a corner to defend here. Interesting to see what they do with this one. A lot of big lads there, haven't they? Look at that. Dunk, Webster and Danny Welbeck all towering over poor little Diogo Jota. Can Liverpool get this one clear safely? It's a flat ball near post, headed clear for the moment by James Milner to the back post. Brighton looking to work another angle to try and keep Liverpool pressed in. Big ball into the far corner. It's brought down well so far. Milner defending.
The high step.
Salah looking to catch them out. This is where Liverpool can spring something if they switch on or go the other way.
Well done,
Nico.
Nico.
Is that a penalty?
Well done, Nico.
Is that it is. It's a penalty. Penalty to Brighton. Nico Williams flying back. It looked like an uncomfortable situation to be in.
He could have got the ball, and I think he just doesn't.
No, he just steps across his man, completely misses it. It's fucking... Nah, he's nowhere near it.
It's a Stonewall penalty.
I'm not sure why he's trying to win it that way as well.
He just needs to be toe poking it out.
Yeah, just keep going. I
it's
just
like
thought
he's trying to turn on the ball, isn't it? It's just a bad decision.
Bad decision from Nico Williams. I'm sure they've checked that Milner's making some remonstrations with the referee. It's not going to matter though. That will be a penalty.
Unless he was offside, which I don't think he was.
Yeah, quickly works through the possibility. The only other possibilities when you've clearly found a player in the box. That will be the last remaining one. Yeah, Maupay.
I hate him as well. You know.
Oh, dirty. Maupay's going to take the penalty for Brighton. Alisson Becker just taking his time to get in position on the goal line. He started well. Can he continue the strong start? The goalkeeper. With a penalty save. Oh, he's missed it! He's put it wide! Maupay's put it wide! The goalkeeper went completely wrong. That's what put him off.
He gave him the eyes. No, he was saying, watch the run up. He's giving him the eyes. He's looking in the top left. You weren't looking where you were kicking it, though, you dickhead.
Oh, yeah. And that's the... I mean, there you go. In fact, isn't it mad? Because the De Bruyne penalty was the first penalty to miss the target since Mahrez against us. Like it never happens. And that's now the last two penalties we faced that both missed the target.
Long may it continue, Mr. Mason.
Absolutely. Well easier than just saving it, isn't it? So there you go. The score remains 0-0.
That's got to be the warning. So
Yeah.
we need to get back into this game. You know, we had the first 5 minutes. Now they've had the last 10, 15 minutes. You know, we need to work out what we're doing here, boys.
Absolutely.
Keep the ball for a little bit. Play it round. Another 30 pass move, please. And a little Jota finish would be absolutely lovely right about now.
Let's have a ring of fire. Throwing in from Andy
Had a curry
Robertson.
last night.
No, just mild and fine. It was the yeah.
Oh, here we go.
It's KFC that does that. Salah looking for the any runner. He's found Diogo Jota. Is closed down quickly by two men. Manages to maintain possession. James Milner's got it now. Faces attacking Minamino. He's got Nico Williams over on the right hand side. He gets it. Wasn't a good ball to him. Nico Williams drives inside. Finds Taki again. Opens his body up. Pass just wasn't on. He's looked into the channel now though for Diogo Jota.
Jota's moved over to the
It's
right.
very good play from Diogo Jota. He's looked very bright so far in this game. He's still
Skulking.
going. He's
Robbo's
still
skulking.
going.
He's
He's
not
tackled. Oh, Robertson just couldn't commit himself, I think, to the press there.
They're doing very well with that sort of Basuma and Gross just in front of the centre halves, aren't they? Just sort of shielding a couple of times now where we've had the ball running across their goal and not been able to do anything.
Yeah, Neil Mopai there looks to have gone down with embarrassment. Yeah. Pure embarrassment, unfortunately. I wonder if you can get some magic sponge on embarrassment there. So obviously the brain trust there at Brighton just deciding what to do next. They did look like a bunch of security guards. I'm not sure if they were actually the coaches at Brighton or whether they were just they were on COVID security. Adam Lallana there warming up. Will we see his introduction into this game?
He doesn't look happy, does he? At first I thought it was because the ref was asking him to go off the field, but not so sure now. I think he's done.
Yeah, it doesn't look good indeed.
I think he's done.
Yep. Yeah, he's taking his armband off. He throws it to the floor in disgust.
Oh, we won't forget his performance today.
Has he strained something, missing the penalty? God, that's embarrassing, that, isn't it? Anyway, yeah, Brighton are going to be forced into a change. We'll have a little look at that in a moment and what that does to what they're doing. But it's, you know, Mopai's
I'd rather have him on the field than Lallana, especially if he's injured.
yeah, dynamite, yeah, absolutely, 100%. Yeah, just keep him on, please. But no, Mopai been a goal threat for them so far this season. So actually, not a bad situation.
Let's go header again by that there.
Ball's cleared down the line again. Nico Williams does
Just
well
needs
there.
Just needs to calm himself down, take a fucking deep breath. Nico Williams, doesn't he?
Yeah, definitely. Andy Robertson goes over to close down. Brighton maintain looking for that little runner in behind. They've picked him out to go on. Lucky Connolly. It was a nice idea. His touch just took it straight into the willing, grateful hands of Alisson Becker. Ooh. James Milner to Nico Williams. He needs someone else closer to him, I think. The Minamino Williams sort of axis hasn't really set the world alight so far. I think Minamino's done a lot of decent work in the middle of the pitch, floating around, but yeah
he's not going to help him out all the time, is he? It's Wijnaldum's got to take control of that situation, really, for me.
Speaking of which, goes in.
There you go.
Gives it, and then
put him under pressure.
Yeah, puts Nico Williams into all kinds of pressure. But he picks it up and saves us a throw in there. Nat Phillips pushes the ball over to Fabinho. Let's have another song while we're here. Let's have We'll Be Coming.
Oh, that's a lovely ball to Robbo down the left-hand side. Is there anyone in the box? Whips it in.
Mo Salah was there. Just needs it.
Good defending.
I mean, he's got nothing but Mo Salah to hit there, unfortunately. Bobby Firmino's a little bit off the play. Jota, as you see, is quite deep. Jota does have it now, though. Runs at the defence. Bobby Firmino tries to roll his man. Doesn't. Comes out with it, though. Gini Wijnaldum keeps them boxed in. Touchdown by Taki Minamino. Nico Williams stands up to the back post.
Go ahead, bang it.
Poor header clear from Brighton. Robertson. Milner, little reverse ball into Jota. He's got the overlapping run of Andy Robertson. Andy Robertson floats it to the back stick. Taki Minamino actually challenges for it. And Brighton somehow managed to get that one clear.
I wonder if he just didn't have time to get his head up then.
It was a bit. I think he's tried to just think that to stand that one up, but he stood it up with well too much pace on it, unfortunately. It will be a substitution. Trossard will come on for Mopai.
He went through a bit of a spell last season where he was just banging them in Trossard.
He's another good player, isn't he? He scored that worldie a couple of weeks ago as well, didn't he? Yeah, interesting to see. Doing your buttons up like he's going to school. So yeah, Brighton forced into substitution after 25 minutes. It's mad that they waited that long. You know, like it's been a good couple of minutes since Mopai walked off. Must have been absolutely done. Jurgen Klopp remonstrating with his players. There's somebody's not doing something. And Jurgen doesn't like it.
I tell you, it's not Nat Phillips. He's doing everything
So far.
If anything, you know, Fabinho's looked to be where they're getting in behind rather than Phillips.
Yep. Oh, Danny,
that.
well, they've got right over the head of Fabinho. Andy Robertson drops back for the moment. Shot is blocked off his arse. Taki Minamino. Liverpool need to get some men up in support. They've got.
Oh no!
Potential handball.
Must have been Robertson.
Let's see then. The ball is flicked over the top.
Oh, his arm's up. Why is it up?
Let's have another little closer look. He flicks it up.
No, it doesn't hit him.
Might have touched his fingers, maybe.
No, that's
this
his
one.
Arse.
Nah, I don't think they're going to give that.
They can't give that.
No, I
Good.
don't imagine
Thanks,
so. And play goes on. But Brighton again, looking much the better side at the moment, looking the most likely to craft
What's
something.
changed after the first 5 minutes, Paul?
I just think their defence has got their defensive midfield has got a better grip on where their balls need to be getting played. I think, and we're just not putting them under the same levels of pressure. But they're finding the right position. Whether our defence is being sucked into some of their traps or whatever. They're just Brighton are a good team. I think people have underestimated them. I think this season, but. I don't know what it is we need to get back into the swing of doing, but I mean
keeping the balls are probably a good place to start in all of this, isn't it? You know,
they're doing some. Watch the way that they're playing Diogo Jota. It's very similar to what Atalanta were doing to Mane. The second he gets the ball, two guys on him looking to kick lumps out of the back of him. Nat Phillips. I get so much enjoyment out of watching Nat Phillips defend like it's his last game. Like it's his last game on earth.
Unfortunately, I don't think you saw that it was his pass that took the ball to him, so that he had to throw the slide.
Oh,
in.
yeah. No, I mean, it's just that every time...
Come on, get it.
We're
second to everything in the middle of the park. We're second to everything.
He's playing like a man on the edge at all times, which is really fun to watch. Andy Robertson has got the ball. He's got no options there. He's forced to curl one back to Fabinho.
At least he didn't curl one out.
That would be weird. Ball out to the right back. Nico Williams. He's got no ball into the channel. He's got no ball in midfield. He goes back to Phillips, and Phillips goes back to Fabinho.
Well, at least Salah's dropped in this time.
Yeah.
You see him there in the centre circle. Like, he realised that there was nothing going down the wings. That's what we need to do. We need to be brave. We need to get the lad who's in the middle of the park on the football so that they can turn and look up and decide which way we go. That's
Gini Wijnaldum.
He wants to run down the wing there, but I don't think that's right. I think
somebody's got to make it though. There was basically two static footballers with not in line of sight for a pass. This is the thing. Again, are we not gambling enough in our playing? We started brightly because we were doing quite similar to what Brighton have done to us, trying to get balls in over the top, get men in behind, and that is completely evaporated from our play in the last 15 minutes, 20 minutes. Anyway, Nico Williams running forward with the ball. He's looking for that run into the channel. Good run by James Milner just to free up some space, and then it's given straight to the Brighton defence and back into the welcoming hands of Matty Ryan.
The Invader 97, just as Hendo comes onto the screen, actually says we need Hendo in midfield, and I think that's what we do need. It looks like we're lacking that little bit, which is mad considering we got Milner and Wijnaldum in there, but that little bit of leadership and someone who can just put their foot on the ball. Just decide how we're going to play through it, because right now you can see if we go left to Jota, if we go right to Salah, or if Minamino's over there, they're blocking those passes off really, really well. It's something Manchester City do against us all the time. They don't let us build up down the wings. They want us to build centrally because we're not used to building centrally. Yeah. But at some point, we've got to learn how to do that.
Yeah. And Minamino's supposed to be should help us be building more centrally. Milner's doing a decent job of where in the better things we've done of getting towards the edge of the 18-yard box and with the ball at his feet, which is a useful thing. But yeah, I mean, some of the shouts here, obviously, not the only one there to say about Hendo. Beth Goldie's saying it as well. Stellan, Josh was saying Nico not up for the task. He's not contributing to attack or defence. Yeah, I mean, he's having a little bit of a tough time, isn't he, at the moment? I wonder whether it's just as simple as, and it depends on who's physically capable of doing this, whether we take Nico off, just move Milner to right back and bring Henderson on and just have him in the DM for this. But I don't know which Henderson we most need. We probably actually need 8 Jordan Henderson in this as much as we need a 6 Henderson.
Yeah, you could be right, Paul. Gini's not really been involved in the play though, has he? And he wasn't against Atalanta either. There's a man on him all the time. You can see there.
Yeah. Trying to shut off the fulcrum at the midfield, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think it was Trossard there who was actually stood on Gini Wijnaldum, but that's what Atalanta did. I think he only had about 30 odd passes in the game against Atalanta. Gini, you need more out of your number 6 than that. There you go, well done, lads. Marshall
does well to tidy up there.
Give it Salah to his feet, or over the top and put him through, whatever.
That's a bit better though. That's what we need to be doing, because it just gives Brighton something more to think about. They are handling when we're passing it up to feet, and the guys have got the backs to goal. They're handling that really well at the minute. We've stopped doing what we've just done there. It's just trying to stretch them a little bit, trying to get them go the other way.
But there's a point, Paul, for me where I think you need to have that bravery to play it into feet. Just because it doesn't work.
Oh no, but we've been doing that all game long.
What I'm saying is, Paul, we've hit 5 balls over the top and nothing's come of it.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? So equally, both haven't worked.
Yeah.
Why preference one over the other?
Yeah.
I think what you've got to do is you've got to get it into his feet. You've got to trust him because he makes things happen. Yeah. And the easiest way to get it into to him is to his feet. Yeah. You can put it over the top, but the goalkeeper's had it 4 times out of 5 or whatever. You can't just ditch one. You've got to do both.
Oh no, 100%.
But you've got to have the bodies around them to play it into feet.
Look at that.
And if there's no bodies around him, now this is better. We've got it into Firmino's feet. We've got bodies around him.
We've got 6 men in a line, 10 yards outside the 18-yard box, running towards their goal. I mean, yeah, it's not. It just looks all over the place at the minute. And again, you're right. It's both. It's been half an hour of pinging the ball into feet. It was 5 minutes of having multiple approaches, and then we've it just looks a bit like we've run out of ideas and what to do. Oh, Alisson Becker, Jesus Christ!
Oh my days!
Oh my God! If that was Mignolet, we'd be having kittens right now. But it's Alisson Becker, so it's probably fine.
He fell over.
Yep. Nico into James Milner, looks to get it back, gets it back,
well done,
comes forward with the ball. Oh, it's the wrong idea. It's just got to go straight forward, that one. Oh, we're going to have to defend here. Gini Wijnaldum goes well back. It's a good shot. It's wide of the post. And once again, Brighton just looking the more dangerous.
Again, good defending by Nat Phillips. He gets over there too, and you see, look, he realises Milner's there to help him out, backs off, gets back into the line. And good defending by Phillips there. And good play by Milner as well to help out. Unfortunate for Nico because he did so well. He wins the ball back, he takes on a man, and then I think he just starts to stumble, and as he's off balance, tries to play the pass into the midfield.
Yeah.
Breaks down. And then we're on the back foot. There's the ball over the top.
There we go. Mohamed Salah's in. Salah with the touch. Salah with the finish. Salah with the goal.
Is he off?
It's Brighton Liverpool, and he's not sure. He waves this kind of hand, which means that we can take all the enjoyment out of football while we wait for VAR to confirm. They're going to celebrate. The ball is in the back of the net, but is it the opening goal for Liverpool? Salah looks
rueful. Like he knows it's not.
Rueful at best there, Mohamed Salah. We're going to have to see. He's on the shoulder.
He's off there, obviously, but it's not there that matters.
No, I think
he's off.
Oh, it's very close.
He's off.
We'll have to see whether the shoulder of the other fella on the far side.
On the right-hand side.
Yeah, he bobbled that ball over the head of Matty Ryan, which was an incredible finish from Mohamed Salah.
And right-footed as well. Surprised everyone.
Yeah, it does look close.
He's going to be off there. Like, fuck me, a bus.
And it's the toes of Mohamed Salah. Very fine margins indeed. I'm really enjoying not being able to see what he's being drawn against there. That's good. Little moments there as we go through the VAR song and dance. Very tight indeed. Yeah, offside, unfortunately, by the looks of it.
I really hate VAR.
Yeah, That's such a shame. Yeah, I think you could tell from Salah he wasn't sure. I mean, he was never going to know how close it was from the man behind him, of course, but...
His face is off the guy who's in front of him.
Yeah.
And he knows he's a yard off there. And he's thinking, well, if they've got a good line, I'm
no
off.
goal. No, chalked off for Liverpool then. It is still 0-0. But encouraging moment for Liverpool. Mo Salah on the ball, Mo Salah driving
Came
through.
from nothing as well, didn't it? You know, and that's because their defence pushes out. That's different to the balls that we've been playing last 10 minutes. You know, where it's like you're a third of the way into their half and you're playing a ball over the top. It's much easier to do that when they are on the D.
Exactly. You can't play those balls when it's congested, when you've already played 10 passes and they've got 10 men in and around. Or if you do play that, it's got to be absolute perfection.
To put backspin on the ball.
We just haven't been solid defensively enough to actually allow Brighton to come out and open up a little bit for us, which has been one of the problems. Because every time they've attacked, it's gone over the top and it's led to a corner, us kicking out for a throw-in or whatever. There's some moments where just our counter-attacking just needs to be a little sharper. Encouraging that you know, we did actually capitalise on that situation. By creating a goal-scoring opportunity, but yeah, unlucky. Anyway, right, let's have a song. Let's have the Mo Salah song anyway. There he is. Brighton again, going very quickly, very direct this time to no one. Robertson shepherds it out, and it's a goal kick to Liverpool.
We're just looking at some of the stats now as well, as Alisson's just about to take a goal kick. And Liverpool started off, we'd had three shots, none of which were on target after a few minutes, 5 minutes. Now we haven't had a shot since that's been recognised as in any way. And don't worry, I'm just talking about it anyway, they've got 4 now, so they've really caught us up and we've not really had anything since. Obviously the Salah one's not counted as a shot anymore.
Yeah. Diogo Jota coming inside, switches the ball all the way exactly in between Milner and Nico Williams and causes us to good tackling back from Nat Phillips. What?
Don't! Oh no!
What are you doing?
No!
What are you doing? He's turned the telly off. He's put AirPlay on.
What do I do?
What are you doing?
I don't know. Fix it.
I don't fucking know. What have you done?
I don't know.
Chris has turned the game off, ladies and gents.
I bet you have.
I don't know what's happening. Put something on. Still nothing. The universal guide's loading.
What's happening inside? You're going to have to commentate to us, mate. Right.
Let's have the Steven Gerrard song. Steven Gerrard might be playing in this game. I've got no way of knowing.
I don't know how to get it back on.
What the fuck have you done here? Jesus Christ. No, just what are you...
Sauce, press that sauce button, that's what we need. Press the sauce button. There we go, HDMI 1. Oh.
Alisson Becker knocks the ball long.
You know, I nearly said last week there's a Samsung button there instead of the A-Power one, and I hope I don't press that. I just pressed it.
Matty Ryan floats the ball out. They've got the ball in the right back position, played it into the channel, and Liverpool have a throw in. Good pressure from Liverpool. I'm going to presume it was building nicely. Yeah, really fun. I give everyone in the comments credit for trying to get us there, but yeah, no, we had Si watching it in the other room. Chris just decided to change the channel. That's really good break here. Once again from Brighton.
He's trying to hold his hand.
Yeah. Ball played into the midfield. Yeah, they just look like they've got men in the right positions. They look like they've got a game plan that's working for them at the moment.
He looks good, that Basuma, doesn't he? Number 8.
Yeah, he does. Mohamed Salah goes across. Bobby Firmino pushing through centrally, but no, Brighton just happy with this. I mean, look, fine for now. It's how we spring, and again, we're talking about this balancing act. I wonder whether someone like Salah does need to just give up our shape a little bit. If we, while we're defending, I think they're trying their best to overcompensate maybe for a weak defence. You need someone who's just going to be that permanent outlet in case something breaks down. Like, they've won a free kick, brilliant. Because it doesn't feel like when we get the ball, there's any. It's not. It's a bit poo. Just a bit poo. Right, let's have. Here we are, Liverpool.
It's even when their long balls aren't working, Fabinho and Phillips just seem to be heading it into an area and not where our midfield are. They're winning every second ball.
These are the finer points. These are the finer points of defending, aren't they? You know, about body shape and how you use the ball in various situations. The time and time again practice of playing at the highest level in a position where you instinctively know
what people are doing,
little bits you should be doing with the ball, you know, ways you should be flicking it on and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, I think we've been a bit. We talk about the agriculturalness of it all. You don't often see Liverpool just boot the ball out for throw-ins from the back four. And we have been a little bit too simplistic. It's been too easy to cause us problems, really, this half.
Self-made man, Norrie. This is why you are more entertaining than any other broadcaster. Thank you.
Yeah, imagine if the commentators on the channel changed.
There's not that much stuff that we can mess up, and yet every week we seem to mess up the few limited things that are in our control, Paul.
Absolutely. This is not like when we were controlling the whole stream from one room and everything that could possibly go wrong was at our fingertips. We are not.
All we have to do is not change the channel, and yet for the last 2 weeks, we've changed the channel both times.
Yeah, I managed to crash the skybox last time, and you've just fucking put us into the fucking something completely different. Right, James Milner, left-footed pass into the feet of Bobby Firmino. Looks for that floated ball over the top. It's the second balls. Nico Williams does well. Flicks it over Diogo Jota. Jota still somehow it's going to drop to Taki Minamino with the outside of the boot. Ooh, decent effort. But a comfortable save from Matty Ryan. That's the thing, because that's the thing about the long balls, Chris, and what's also not working. It's fine to not have a long ball directly work with a player, but it's how we support the men who are trying to close it down after the fact. Well, that's the first time in ages. That was when we played this style. That's what we need to do to make it work
absolutely.
well.
It was Nico, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Who left the right back position and just went all in on winning that ball back. You know, there. Oh no, it's a penalty. It's a fucking ridiculous penalty. But he wins the ball back, and then all of a sudden, we're there. We've got bodies around it. We've been able to join the attack, and then it's about, can you make those little?
That's the midfield balance again for me, you know. And again, the attack, he's just not settled into this role, or maybe again first half wise of just playing our way into it, because I can't expect midfield perfection from Taki Minamino because he's never played there for us before. But he should be occupying that space, you know, 10, 15 yards behind there, in front of their defence, behind our front line. And when things like that, when, you know, defenders do get little headers and stuff, he's there just nipping around. Lallana's brilliant at doing it. Oxlade-Chamberlain's brilliant. Henderson's brilliant at doing it. I expect to see, you know, Thiago be good at this kind of thing. You know, we've got loads of players who are good at it, but so many of them are not fit and available for us. So yeah, but it's right, it requires bravery. You've got to understand your role, and you've got to have the trust that the other people around will cover for it. Whereas Taki Minamino, who can't get a game for us, now playing in midfield for the first time, doesn't want to go and make a tit of himself, I imagine. So he needs to be a bit braver. Same with Nico Williams. Good to see him being brave on the front foot in that regard. And on the other side, is Milner maybe being tasked with doing too much dirty work, or having now played, this is his third game back to back at 34 years old, is he...
I don't buy into this Milner can't play 3 games in 1 week. I buy into Milner can't play 3 games in 1 week for X amount of weeks. Yeah. But I just don't believe for a second that he can't play 3 games in 7 days and have a break.
No.
Because he's not looking tired. We know physically, the lactate test isn't about how well you train. That's about what you're physically you're built for. You know, you can't train to be better at the lactate test. You're either really, really good at it or you're not.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And we know that Milner is. And he's had a game there at right back. He's had 2 now in midfield and stuff, or 2.5, I suppose, technically in midfield. Like, he should be able to do it. Wijnaldum is... I'd be more concerned about Wijnaldum, because he ain't had any type of game off this season.
Yeah.
You know,
and the internationals in the middle
exactly.
as well.
You know, and to be honest, what Minamino's bringing isn't as good as what Jones has brought when he's played well. And that's what we're missing. It's all right. You know, the thing is, you can't have, for me anyway, 2 of the lads in midfield playing well and 1 a little bit in and out of the game. I think you need to win games of football, you need those 3 in the engine room to all be consistently giving you something. Right now, Taki's not. And, you know, it might be down to the fact that he's not had minutes, he's playing in an unfamiliar position.
Well, we say it all the time, though, don't we? That, you know, again, the midfield is the most off-rotated part of Klopp's side, and there has to be a reason for that. And that's, I think, that because again, the fine margins of fitness make a big difference in what we're doing. We're playing a disjointed, unfamiliar midfield. Well done, Fabinho. In addition to two of whom have now played 3 games on the spin, 3 games in 7 days. So even if they're fine,
6 days as well.
Yeah, even if they're, you know, it's the things, it's the small unmeasurables. We'll never know that the 5% that's just stopping them getting to something is something we'll never know from watching, because they're not stood there with their hands on the hips, physically blowing, which is your big tell from a distance on this stuff.
Bobby gets stood on there.
Jamie Loudon with $4.99 super chat. Thank you again, Jamie. Don't care if it's a good old-fashioned toe punt winner or off Jota's arse cheek. Just make sure we take those 3 points home. Absolutely agree on that. There's going to be games coming where you need your best self on the pitch. You know, we're going to need that for Tottenham Hotspur. We might need that for Wolves. We might need it for Ajax on Tuesday. You never know. But sometimes the games where, when they come thick and fast, just any win and get out of there like you've robbed the bank. Absolutely.
Well done, Genie.
Well done, Genie Wijnaldum.
Much better.
Defeat Nico Williams. He's got no passes onto him whatsoever.
Minamino should be showing himself for that pass.
Yeah.
I don't think Nico actually gets it under control whereby he can play a pass. Yeah. But he should be showing himself for certain.
Yeah, once you get past 2 touches in that situation, you're in Brighton's hands, because if you've not found an option for that, you're playing into trouble, really. And again, this comes back to the Nico stuff. I refuse to conclusively judge Nico Williams. I can say when he's having a good or a bad game, because that's absolutely fine. But a lot of conclusive, like, he's not good enough stuff when he's playing in this team. We don't, again,
there you go, get down that left now.
Well done, Taki Minamino. He's found Andy Robertson. He goes shoulder to shoulder. And
get
he
up.
fouls his man. And the referee gives them a free kick. Yeah.
That was interesting, though. I think it was Jota just a little bit earlier on in there. He went with the centre half and he pulled him into the number 10 position, and the space just opened up straight away. And as soon as that space opened up, you could see Robbo, who's 5 yards behind play. He could see it all happening ahead of him, and he just went into that space. Now the ball's not quite right; it's bending, it's a little bit slow. You probably want a little bit more pace onto it, but we worked that space. You know, there was 6 of their players in the central area, and that's when we need to hit it. That's what we need to do more of when we've got the ball. Move their players around, vacate some space, get someone into said space. Jürgen's not happy, is he?
Half time
at the moment.
Yeah, Jürgen remonstrating about the Andy Robertson decision, I think, just before half time. But no, we played an initial 30 seconds in that game. The lads are going to make their way down the tunnel. Jürgen is off like a shot. Much work to be done for the Reds manager and the coaching team here at half time to try and get Liverpool up and running, because we go in at half time, Brighton 0, Liverpool 0. And Chris, you know, if Brighton had scored that penalty and they'd gone in at 1-0 up, I mean, regardless of how they scored the goal, it would be a very deserved lead for Brighton, because they've been by far the most dangerous team.
They really have, and you know, it's a massive let-off, isn't it, missing that penalty and then them having to make changes and stuff as well after that. But I think for Liverpool, what we need to remember is, and what everyone was saying in the week leading up to this game is, it's get 3 points, it's get through this game. That hasn't changed. We're still in a good position to do that. Obviously, things can go both ways from here, or one of 3 ways from here. But the fact of the matter is, it's about 3 points. And it's hard when you're watching Liverpool to accept that. And because we get sucked into it, and we can see the performances in there, and we can see, you know, our Liverpool, the first team Liverpool, dominates this game and probably is 2-0 up, but we haven't got that available to us at the moment.
It's those fine moments in these games you're not going to create when, you know, for whatever reason, whether it's disjointed or, you know, or fitness and all those kind of things. You need early goals in games like this, and we started really brightly, and there's that very early moment where Diogo Jota's in and he just feeds that ball into Salah, and it's just fractionally doesn't quite come off for us. We look bright. It feels a long time ago now. But again, in these type of games, you don't want to be toiling too much. But we've not taken advantage early doors. Brighton have grown into it. Now, we looked a little bit better today, and the fact that we get the offside goal, I think, is the note of encouragement in this one, because it's shown that if we can carve them open if we need to. But again, it's at the moment, all it is another opportunity that it hasn't gone for us. We haven't bagged our goal. But at the moment, it looks very much like a performance where Liverpool are going to need to do a smash and grab unless they change something significantly in our style of play here. But I don't know whether we can. I mean, we look at the bench, we've got Divock, Shimikas, Sadio Mane, Reece Williams, Curtis Jones, Jordan Henderson. Henderson and Mane are the obvious subs in this.
Yeah.
And it's a case of where and when do we feel we're going to bring these into the game.
Well, for me, look, if Jurgen's serious about winning this game, which I know that he is, and Henderson's body permitting, I would be putting him on at half-time, personally. And I would be moving James Milner to probably right back. That for me seems like the sensible thing to do if you want 3 points in this game, and if you know that Jordan can play 45. I'd have him in the 8 like you suggested. I'd leave Wijnaldum where he is. And then maybe Mane for Taki.
I want to see because the things that we're doing, the two ways to play, well, 3 ways to play, but you pinging the ball into feet's fine. That's kind of stop, or we're dropping a bit too deep when we're picking it up. But this, I want the balls fizzed into feet on the edge of the 18-yard box. Whereas what was happening is they were getting fizzed in further and further and further away from goal. And all of a sudden, you're pinging it into the feet of Diogo Jota, who's on the left wing, 50 yards from the dead ball line with who it's only ever going to go back. He's never, unless you produce a moment of magic and turn a man inside out, which he nearly did at one point, but you can't rely on that. It's all about the support for the attack. And what Jordan Henderson does is he batters the ball into feet and then he follows it in. And we haven't seen enough of that from the midfield. And again, the only other way, if you want to switch things up, so you do that a couple of times and you cause them to think that that's going to happen. So the defenders look to step up on the front foot, but instead you're floating long balls instead. And then if that doesn't work out for you, what are you doing? Second ball, your midfield's getting up and getting on their toes and causing them problems. And Jordan Henderson suits both ways that we've tried to play this game better than what we do. I think we'll probably leave it 15. If I'm honest.
No, I think he will. And I'm just going to change my mind now. Just while you were talking, I had another thought. I'd leave Nico where he is, and I'd take Taki off for Jordan. Okay. Actually, and I'd just say, there you go. That's the midfield, lads. You've got a foundation here to go and win this game. Mm-hmm. Milner, you're an 8. Hendo, you're an 8 maybe. Leave Gini in the 6. Go and win this game. And just to talk a little bit about what you're talking about there, and why I think it's so important that you can't just do one or the other. Play it in for feet or lift it over the top. I know you know this is that when you start to play the ball into feet, that opens up the ball over the top. You got Firmino coming into feet. All of a sudden you got a centre back running with him. There's your space. Yeah. That's when Salah and Jota are supposed to go in behind. If you just whip balls in over the top all the time, the defenders are already on their toes looking for it, or the keeper's already on the edge of the area looking for it. Yeah. So it's about making sure you pick the right option in the right moment. That's what Liverpool needs to do. Because what we've seen to have done is 5 minutes of this, 5 minutes of that, 5 minutes of this, 5 minutes of that, and it's just not seeming to work either way at the moment.
Yeah. Super chat from Josh Owen, £5 super chat. Thank you so much, Josh. Says Nico off, Hendo on, Milner right back, and bring Taki off for Jones back to 4-3-3. I mean, it's a shame because I'd like to see let Nico kind of dig himself out of this game. I think you can because we're going to need him in the weeks to come. Certainly in the next week or so, he's going to have to play some more football because Milner can't keep going. And I'll give him this opportunity to kind of dig it out because again, look, it's soft for the penalty. It's inexperience. It's a bit of stupidity or whatever. But either bin him off.
You can't. We need him.
No, exactly. That's what I mean. So personally, I would. But on the flip side of all this, if I was being brutal and wasn't managing a squad and wasn't managing the careers of young footballers, it would be Nico off for me for Hendo, Milner to right back, and Henderson playing wherever you want. But Henderson either in the 8 or Henderson in the 6 in that game. And I think that's a much better team already because you've got less inexperienced footballers on the pitch for you.
Interesting comment here from Bradley Ashworth in YouTube. He's a YouTube member actually. He's 19. He's playing backup right back for the greatest team in Europe. He's a victim of sky high standards. I think you've nailed that, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I do. I agree with that. And again, we talked about this in the week. Like people criticising various players' performances. Not every 19-year-old footballer is a generational talent who comes in and is an absolute world-class footballer. Some go on and they're just fine. you know, I think you used the analogy of like the Darren Fletcher analogy, the John O'Shea analogies, the Phil Neville analogies. We laugh a bit and scoff about these players, but these are lads who played for the best side at the time in the country in Manchester United over a bunch of years, consistent Premier League careers. But they weren't the stars of those teams. Not everyone has to be an absolute superstar.
You can't have 11 Cristiano Ronaldo.
No, exactly. Some players can just come in and be, and maybe that's all Nico's destined for. But you know, he's a Welsh international. He's 19 years old. He's getting games for Liverpool. Liverpool would, and again, what we don't know is whether he has got a long-term future. Does he actually need a loan, and is it just circumstantial that he's been kind of stuck around for now? We can't know that. At the minute, he's in the team. So yeah, we'll just have to see what goes. And look, he's our player. It's just I think we talk. Football is so based on negativity. The way television covers it, we all fall foul of it. We fall foul of it all the time. There has to be someone to blame. There's always someone who's not good enough to be in the side.
Either that or it's VAR.
Yeah, someone said, who was it who said the other day? Like John Flanagan. He's miles better than John Flanagan.
Oh yeah.
As an all-round footballer, if he'd played in any other Liverpool team over the last 10 years, we'd be raving about what a superstar young right-back we've got.
Probably right.
But yeah.
Sorry, just a quick one from DBX. Thank you for the 199 super chat. What's up with Matip? Absolutely nothing. James Pearce tweeted before the game. There's nothing wrong with him, just protecting the amount of minutes that he plays. Did you watch that then? The disallowed goal?
Hold on 2 seconds on that. We had a super chat from Minnie Shaw, a $7.99 Australian dollar. Said, why is no one talking about how VAR left a chunk of the Brighton player's foot the other side of the line? Yeah.
I can't. But what I will say about that disallowed goal, Bobby Firmino, man. I mean, that was brilliant. Alisson goal kick to Bobby Firmino, chests it, and then volleys it over the top to Sadio Mane. That's what you want to see as Jordan Henderson now warms up for Liverpool. Brilliant. But the VAR stuff, it's crap. It needs to get out the game. I didn't celebrate that goal. Everyone can watch it back. Yeah. I think I screamed at the time. I think he's offside. Yeah. You know, and that's not what footy's about for me. Yeah. You know, yeah. He's sucking the best part of footy out, and that's celebrating goals. Yeah, definitely. Again, the binary thing of it. You know, I think we've had much worse decisions go against us in it at this point. And you know, if we're all established that the rules are the rules, but yeah, I mean, as far as that's not even on the list of like the worst. The top, it doesn't make the top 3 of worst VAR decisions we've had this season. So yeah, it is a bit of a pain. Keep your comments coming in. Is anything you do? Would you make, you know, if Jordan Henderson's coming on, is it for Milner? Is it for Taki? Is it for Nico? Is it for Genie? Doyle, yeah, Ian Doyle's saying he is coming on. I'll grab that tweet just Ethan Anstey's got a really good point while you grab that tweet, Paul, in the YouTube comments actually, and it was, we aren't switching the play enough, and we haven't seen that today, have we? No. You know, we've seen us slowly move the ball side to side, but there's no big switches, not when what we used to see in between Trent and Robbo so often, and that maybe you don't realise how difficult that is to defend, but also how difficult it is as a skill for a player to hit a 70-yard pass cross field 2 feet. We just haven't got the people who can play those passes, unfortunately. You know, Nat Phillips tried one, slipped, fell over, gave it away. Nico's underhit a couple of those kind of things. Yeah, it's just not clicking for Liverpool, but much more to be done. 45 minutes still to be played. Henderson has been partially stripped and put through his paces, could be coming on for the second half. We'll be back for the second half in a moment, so do stay tuned. Drop a like on this if you want Liverpool to win. If you want Liverpool to win this game, you have to drop likes on this video. We are on 338. We need 500 likes before the second half kicks off and 1,000 by the end of it. So get on it now and we'll be back in a second.
He said they'd almost sort of got their medals and were going half down the tunnel. He said I had to keep watching it. He said because I still couldn't believe it was true. And I always think that's interesting. What do the other side of it think? And that's why that's why I think Crespo's brilliant in the book. It's like we all know what we think of Istanbul. What does AC Milan think? And he come out with a great line. He said when Steven Gerrard was lifting the trophy, he said they'd almost sort of got their medals and were going half down the tunnel. He said I had to keep watching it. He said because I still couldn't believe it was true. He said that was the greatest game of my life. You know, I've scored 2 in the Champions League final. He said, and I had to watch him lift the trophy.
You've obviously gone back and rewatched it again, but had you gone? I mean, you must have. Surely you'd watched it again after winning it at some point in your life. You must. How many times?
Oh yeah. I probably watched the full game. I must have watched it probably near double figures, I'd say. Yeah. Probably once a year, isn't it? On the 25th, I'll throw the game on again.
AC Milan were fucking brilliant.
But no, watching it from like watching it, you know, properly and like sort of analysing it and looking at it, really, they were brilliant, but we were so bad in the first half. I mean, it's like, I mean, you watch, you're thinking, wow, this is awful, you know. Because I think we made them look well better than what they were. They were a brilliant team, don't get me wrong, but I'm like, you know, we had beaten Juventus, who won the Italian league that season. But they
Hey everyone, welcome back. Half time is nearly over. The second half is looming large on the horizon here. How do Liverpool get themselves up? How do Liverpool come away from the Amex with 3 points? If you've got any suggestions, let us know. Scott Hawks with a $25 super chat. Thank you so much, Scott, you wonderful human being. It looks like Hendo might be coming on. We're going to have a lot of games like this. We're having to manage an unprecedented season, and many games will be ones we do enough. Let's get the 3 points and go home. Yeah, look, this is the point where normally Liverpool will be looking down around this time of the season, where I think we played Bournemouth a similar time last year and really took it to them. But one thing we had at that time was Naby Keita just about coming back into the side, and he really added another dimension to the midfield. You know, we're able to make a three-man midfield and a three-man attack into a four-man attack with so many situations. And at the moment, we're trying to do that thing whilst just not having the bodies available to us. But Jordan Henderson as a potential substitution here could really add something. You know, there's not a game that Liverpool aren't improved in, having Jordan Henderson in the side, having the captain, having some fresh legs, hopefully some more drive, some more determination through the middle of the park for us. But would you put Hendo in the 6? We saw this against Ajax when he comes on for that game and just absolutely dictates play, allows all the lads in front to do their game? Or do you put him in the 8 and have Jordan Henderson box to box? He is on the pitch. We'll see in a second who it's come on for. Taki Minamino is still on, so it does look like it's going to have been Nico Williams, I guess. Nico Williams off for Jordan Henderson. So James Milner will go to right back. It'll be Hendo in the 6, you'd imagine. Maybe. We'll see as it lines up. But yeah, it looks like Hendo central of the 3 there. Chris Gini left, Taki right. As they come back for the second half.
That makes sense, doesn't it?
He's our second choice DM.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I'd have liked to have seen him in the 8 personally, but look, if he's been playing the 6 and he's been playing the 6 for a while, he's going to continue to play the 6 more often than Wijnaldum. If he's fit and available, then put him in the 6.
Yeah, and as I was saying just then, I think what the Ajax game when he comes on and just Jordan Henderson's calming influence in the midfield, his energy, his bark, all the things that he brings to that, he brings a captaincy to the pitch, which is the obvious thing to say, and hopefully it means that Milner's a little bit more confident and competent, I guess, at right back. You know, and it gives Taki the license to support, gives Gini the license to go and support as well.
Do you know what I am worried about though? What this does for Nico?
Yeah.
Because this is a couple of times now, isn't it, where, you know, and it's not the end of Nico at Liverpool, you know, but it's not a great start either.
No, and look, Chris, I'll defend Nico Williams, and I can think of a million, you know, extenuating circumstances around his time at Liverpool so far. He's young, he's got time to grow. But if he's not good enough, he's not good enough.
Yeah, that's true.
And that's not to say he'll never be good enough.
Yeah, that's true.
What I don't like is that no, Nico's not good enough. He's never going to be good enough, Chaks. I just think it's just a load of, it's wasted bollocks chat. It's senseless negativity.
I'll tell you what I'd be doing with him right now, not giving him his phone.
Oh God. Yeah, dear God, yeah. Let's hope his social media manager can have the night off as well, to be fair. Anyway, it breaks down there. Brighton looking to hit on the counter-attack.
Well done.
Well done, Nat Phillips. Full stretch once again. Honestly,
he loves
everything
it,
he does.
It's brilliant, though, to watch. Like, it's last-ditch defending, and it's fun, man.
Yeah, it is. It's yeah. Yeah. He is. He's fascinating to watch. You just don't see that. I mean, look, I
said
like...
it a few weeks ago, didn't he? Like, he loves to defend. I
Oh,
swear
yeah.
he slows down there just so he can throw a last-ditch tackle in.
Yeah, definitely. I was saying this, I'm talking about all these players who aren't good enough for, defending of Nico Williams and all that, and yeah, I'll sit here and say I'm pretty sure Nat Phillips isn't Premier League standard.
I think he is. I just don't think he's top end of the Premier League standard.
Yeah, maybe.
Look, let's be honest. I've seen defenders like him at Liverpool have decent careers.
James Milner, what a poor cross to no one, goes through to the back post. Andy Robertson puts the pressure on Brighton, slice it out, and it will be a throw into Liverpool just inside the Brighton
You're
half.
not getting anything less than what he can give. Is 100%.
Oh, yeah.
Phillips,
Again,
and that's sound.
this is my point. It feels a bit churlish to dig footballers out, like, because who else are we going to play? And the answers to those questions are players who, yes, are better, but there's got to be reasons why these certain lads aren't playing for us. It's just, again, it was mentioned by Scott Hawkes in the Super Chat, they're unprecedented times. Because in our heads, just play Matip again. Just play Milner at right back again. Just play Henderson in midfield. I don't care if Thiago Alcantara's got one knee, play him, all those kind of things. Just, yeah, unfortunately, Liverpool are never going to let us be totally privy to everything that goes on behind the scenes because they don't want anyone else to know. Brighton in the left-back position there, going long and direct over the top. Alisson Becker again sweeps up and claims the ball inside his 18-yard box, bowls it out quickly, keeping things moving. Fabinho lays it off to Henderson, who just carries the ball forward.
It's nice, isn't it?
15, 20 yards.
DM doing that.
Yeah, absolutely. Looking for things to happen. I think Brighton are just going to try and sit in here for 10 minutes.
But he's got us up the pitch there. Yeah. Because it was what you were saying before. We need people who are just going to sit on the edge. Hendo just goes forward and then stays there and sets the line like we're not going back beyond there anymore.
Yeah, definitely. Absolutely. Completely agree with that. And we started like that, didn't we?
There you go. This is it. Footy, lads. Footy.
Oh, it's dropped. Oh, Genie just couldn't keep the ball.
Yeah, but that allowed Genie to get into the penalty area. Yep. Put them under pressure for a little bit.
Now Phillips beds the ball into the feet of Salah. He's got a runner there. He chooses not to use Bobby Firmino. He goes to Genie Wijnaldum, who turns around.
He's gone to join the play as well. Look, he's moved over there, Salah.
Got a wide on the left there.
Look at Taki.
Diogo Jota looks for the 18. He was looking for the ball onto the penalty spot. Jordan Henderson wins the header, keeps it in. Taki Minamino.
Well done, Jimmy Milner.
With James Milner. Wijnaldum's got it and he's running towards the penalty area with intent and pace. Diogo Jota cuts it back. It's across the face of goal. No one there to attack it. And it will go.
Don't think it's out.
I don't think it's out either. Yeah,
I mean, thanks for letting us know with, cameras.
And he gives the throwing away. Apparently Salah's... Oh, no, he's changed his mind and apologises. Brilliant officiating. Dynamite officiating there. Best in the world. I haven't got a fucking clue, mate. I haven't got a fucking clue. Okay,
no, shut, mate.
You say it's you, it's fine.
Your restaurant's shocking, mate. It doesn't even sell custard.
Lovely jam. Bobby Firmino. Still going. Tackled.
Oh,
and ball,
it's a
probably.
ball.
Oh, no. Referee just play on. See, man. Brian go long down the field. Good header by Nat Phillips. Somehow managed to come over to Fabinho. Putting a fear of God into Danny Welbeck there, who saw another lengthy spell on the treatment table, looming, crashing towards him with its big, bald head. Taki goes back, and Jordan Henderson once again claims the ball off Fabinho.
And once again, strides forward with it, makes things happen.
It's his determination again. You don't notice Jordan Henderson's missing until he comes back on the field sometimes, because it deep down in your soul, you're missing Hendo.
You talk about it as like his leadership and this and that, and you forget the football player that he is as well, don't you?
Yeah, because I think it's like the damning with faint praise thing. Leadership for Jordan Henderson looks like a man who grabs the ball and moves the team up 20 yards further up the pitch and demands that of everyone around him as well. Yeah, it's just confidence. Again, Genie Wijnaldum's getting to play more like he wants to play. Now, this is Genie's best position.
Well, we're keeping the fucking ball.
Taki wins it, referee. He won it, referee. I'm telling you, Taki Minamino won that. It was just you couldn't see it because of your poor positioning. These biscuits, Chris, are something else.
Yeah. But how long can they dunk for?
Let's find out in a second.
Yeah, that's a foul, mate.
No, it's not. You won the ball.
No, that's like when the replay comes on Pro Evo, he's won the ball, but through the man.
Skip. Don't need to see that one. He definitely won the ball. They've worked that really well down the right-hand side. Now Brighton, can they keep it in play? They cannot. Unlucky. Philip Campbell saying Liverpool, the only team you are not going to score after 20 minutes of play.
You know. Is that what you're saying? You know.
Fucking bellend. I'm sure you're a lovely person. I'm sure your mum loves you, mate, but that's just... Yeah. He's probably right. We'll see. Let's see again in about 40 minutes' time. Taki Minamino comes away. Well done, Jordan Henderson. Lets the play move around him and smashes that ball into the throat of Mohamed Salah on the halfway line. I'm sorry, Philip. I didn't mean to be mean to you there. You're the straw that breaks the camel's back there.
It was because he finished his Cherry Bakewell biscuit and he was gutted.
I've got post Cherry Bakewell stress disorder. They are genuinely probably the nicest. I love Cherry Bakewells, you see, so it's like marrying to a couple of my favourite things. 3 of my favourite things: Cherry Bakewells, biscuits, and tea. Yeah, chocolates. There you go. Henderson tries to switch it. Andy Robertson gets it now. Diogo Jota over on that side. Still maintains possession. He needs a ball though. He needs someone to pass out. He's got Minamino if he can slot him through. He can't, so he works it all the way out to James Milner on the right-hand side. We've got a lot of men attacking the 18-yard box. Milner tries to float it. It's head. Oh, that's really, really good. But they've not cleared it. They have now. Minamino. Oh, unlucky.
You try the triangle pass with a header there.
Right, let's have a song here. Let's have a bit. Oh, Brighton can counter here now. It's 3-on-2 at the back. Jordan Henderson's trying to get in to cut out the cross. He's been ghosted past there. They've had the shot. And into the hands of Alisson Becker there from Danny Welbeck. Cutting onto his left foot there. Just doesn't quite generate the power or the accuracy really to test the Liverpool goalkeeper. But pace-wise, he did cause us problems. And again, this is what happened in the first half, Chris. We started the half really strongly, and then they had a really good counter-attacking opportunity. And what Jordan Henderson's job is here is to make sure the team don't bottle it by trying to, you know what I mean, by not continuing to commit to the attack.
And that's it, isn't it? And that's something that I don't think he'll allow us to do, because when he demands the ball in the middle of the park, he'll look to play football, he'll look to bring lads in, he'll look to work that opportunity. And the sort of question here, Shola and Afard, is it time to start questioning Thiago? The only question I'll be asking Thiago is when are you going to be fit, son? It's too early now. There's
a million things. All I'll say about this, if you can do, there's a million things though in the world that you can ask questions of, and they've got answers. And you can become a much more rounded and intelligent human being by finding out answers to questions you didn't have the answers to previously. So I would dedicate your energies towards those type of questions, because right now I can go, is it time to, should we be questioning him? I don't know. Probably not, maybe. Who knows? Hopefully he'll just be back soon and everything will be fine. Right. I don't think these are going to last much more than 30 seconds. I'm going to wait until the 55-minute mark and then I'm going for it though. I'm going to go for 30 and see how it stands. Don't think we're going to find a record.
It's gone.
Shit, the footy. Okay, let me just focus on the football actually. 10 seconds. And we're in.
Hendo spotted that straight away. Salah there running down the right. Ooh, our pressure's looking better this half actually.
Okay, that's 10 seconds.
I don't know whether that's because we put Hendo in and now Genie's a little bit further forward and we all sort of, these lads know what they're doing.
This is the point, isn't it? The midfield's got to function. Functions better with Gini Wijnaldum in his position and Henderson in his position.
Oh, Hendo, you've left your man.
Okay, we're coming up on 20 seconds. I'm not confident here at all. Can we get it to 30? I think we can. It's dangerous though.
But you're not even over halfway. You broke the cardinal dipping rule.
Yeah, you decided to set up a fucking ridiculous way of dipping. Oh, that is an expanded biscuit. Yeah. There's no way. No way on God's earth that goes longer than 30.
We have got people have been saying for weeks the ginger nut's the one to dip into a cup of tea. So it's got 1 minute, 2 seconds to go for. I don't think it can do that much.
We'll find out. It's a hearty biscuit.
I'll go on 56.30.
No, Phillips, Taki Minamino flicks it on. Salah comes back. Taki Minamino, wow. Henderson keeps the possession. Oh, no, he doesn't. James Milner. It's been very bitty this last couple of minutes. Liverpool could just do with just getting a measure of control back in this game, really. What time did you start on?
56.30.
Okay, here we go. Let's have another little song. Let's have Ali. Brighton have the ball just inside the Liverpool half. They turn back into their own territory, looking to maintain it. They go back to the defence. Dunk again, just nice little pass there. Brighton are on the front foot now, down his far side. Andy Robertson is over there, looking to cut out the ball. Left-footed cross.
No.
Oh, it's gone already! Oh, dear me. The ginger nut.
My arse. I didn't even get to 40.
Oh, my God. Oh, no! Oh, we got that in glorious HD. That was amazing. Yeah, fail. So how long was that?
I think it was about 38 before it literally just fucking fell in on itself.
Well, they can still taste nice, can't they? They're just not going to be. There's not going to be.
For fuck's sake, Paul! I heard you scream and thought Brighton had scored.
The second worst thing that could have happened is Chris has once again got a brew full of biscuit.
No spoon.
Andy Robertson's got a little bit of space.
Just added that little bit of flavour though. A little bit of ginger nut flavour to the tea, which is fine. Play havoc with me cherry bakewell dips, man. Jota's been a bit isolated. Jota's playing much more left wing this half. Yeah. He's playing very, very wide, obviously trying to stretch things a bit. But you can see Mane warming up. I can't imagine Mane's not being introduced sooner rather than later in this. Loads of people thought Brighton had scored.
Chris drops another nut. Yeah, Chris busts
another nut. Twice in one day.
Jota. In the shower. Gini Wijnaldum. Oh, nice little dugout ball there to James Milner. Salah's made the run. Taki Minamino's made an overlapping run. Milner's got it. He goes to Henderson. Henderson bends that one in. Headed clear for the moment. Second ball picked up by Andy Robertson. And given away almost by Robertson. Oh, he's got on the front foot.
Basuma on toast there. Spread him like fucking paste.
Gini Wijnaldum. Oh no, Salah. Jota! Jota! Still Jota! Diogo Jota! Liverpool have the lead!
Hey, guy!
What a goal from Diogo Jota! His left body strewn in his wake. Ghosted through the Brighton defence. And then just scuffs it in at the near post past Matty Ryan. Oh my, Adam Lallana taking his top off, presumably to get his Liverpool shirt on underneath there to show his support.
Brilliant by Robbo. Yeah. Sends his man for the paper. Goes in, cuts inside, looks to play the ball forwards, and then there it is. Jota picks the ball up 1, 2, 3 times a lady, 4 times into the back of the net. What a fucking goal.
It's the ball from Andy Robertson here, because I think the ball's to Gini, but it's not. He goes into Salah, and it just allows us just to
First touch by Salah as well. Oh, and it's pinpoint. It's not bobbled off anyone. He's just played it into the bottom corner.
Yeah, it's just glorious.
Oh, beautiful. He's a fucking beast of a player, this boy.
Yeah. Look at that. Oh. Right, a little unlucky. They've thrown a lot of bodies in the way of that, but it is for naught. Liverpool, very much the worst of the two sides. They have looked better in this half, and after, I mean, this is exactly what I'm talking about, though, Chris. We started this half brightly. Brighton started to cause a couple of problems. We've had a sticky few minutes, but what we've done is we've kept at it, whereas we fell off it in the first half completely.
Offside.
And I don't want to say it's all down to Jordan Henderson, but because he's not one of the 4 touches that lead up to the goal there. But Henderson being on the pitch affords Gini Wijnaldum to play further up the pitch, and it affords the whole team to get up. And really, really pleasing to see. I'd like us to kick on now.
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely. But again, Jordan didn't have anything directly involved in that goal per se. But again, he's the one who's got everybody forwards. That's why we're playing football in their attack of there. That's the difference to the first half. We weren't able to do that.
It's where I want Jota as well. I mean, again, obviously tactically, it's fine to go out wide, and because I think
big head by Milner there.
It gives Robertson some room to work with, but Jota does his best work in between the lines of the 18 yard.
Ball through some.
They're going to put this one back. It looked like a handball. Fabinho puts his arms behind his back. We've seen that one given. Offside.
It was a good ball by Lallana through to Trossard there, wasn't it?
Fabinho knows it's hit his arm. Of course it's hit his arm. What's he meant to do? Jesus Christ. Do you reckon, can I just throw this one out there? Does Fabinho normally wear short sleeve shirts? I think, in my head, I've got him wearing long sleeves. Someone pays more attention to this kind of stuff. I mean, what are you meant to do there? Jamie Loudon, 399, thanks Jamie. Jota, you sexy beast, Ballon d'Or winner, absolutely incoming next year.
Joe Rainbow says Diogo Jota is the best football player in the world.
Honestly, the best Portuguese player in the world, certainly.
Yeah.
Yes.
I thought it was Lallana playing that ball. It was March, wasn't it? Who's their number 20?
Uh-huh.
I said Lallana played the through ball about 3 times. Like, he wasn't even on the field. It was March.
He's 20. Raging, isn't he, Connolly? He could have come away with a bag full today if he'd been on it. Shame. Anyway, Fabinho with the long ball down. Yeah, anyone let me know about the Fabinho long sleeve stuff? 'Cause I was just wondering about like the offside thing, about whether having the clear t-shirt line on your top is as a small thing that they've done or whatever. I don't know. Maybe someone might know a little bit more about that than me.
I'll let you pronounce that one, Paul.
Okay. Ntuku Ntuthuko. Underlove. Brilliant. Nice screen from Bobby for the goal. Yeah, absolutely. Just that was Liverpool's front three doing the things that they do really well, getting close to each other, little quick give and goes and touches around corners, and having runners ping the ball into someone's feet and then have someone nearby to get the ball into straight away.
Fuming that he's coming off there. Lad's just got an assist. He's fuming there, isn't he? John Waters, Fabinho, long shirt normally.
Yeah, that's interesting. I wonder, because it's cold.
And Bilbo Baggins says Fab always has them thermals on.
Yeah, that's interesting. That I wonder, again, I don't know whether anyone else can think of another reason other than that, but might just be something that helps with the stupid fractional gain that helps with offside decisions.
Well, Salah's wearing it, but he's a forward, so you're probably thinking it doesn't matter. Yeah. Thing is, you've got the.
Would you want a bit of murkiness between what the t-shirt line?
You've got the white line on the sleeves there anyway. So look, I don't know. It might be
Fab deliberately not having. Someone who always does them, you don't stop wearing them when you get into winter, do you? Oh yeah, just going to test myself. Gini Wijnaldum goes in. That's a foul for us, I think. Yeah, free kick to Liverpool. Just toward the edge of the centre circle in the middle of the park there, inside Brighton's half. They're taking it quickly, looking to keep things moving, and Liverpool do feel it's amazing the psychological lift that a goal gives you. Just watching it as much as anything else, it feels like Liverpool are looking to keep the tempo up.
As well, doesn't he?
Yeah, definitely.
So where's Jota gone now?
Has he gone right hand side? Yeah, there he is. Taki Minamino's made the run. It's a decent touch. He just couldn't quite get on the end of it. That's the kind of run. He's got a mushy ginger bog at the bottom of his brew. That's exactly what Taki Minamino should be doing there. Just making those runs, running into the vacated space, giving us another option. Mo Salah is so pissed off. Look at him. He can't. He's like a young Chris Pajak. His face gives him away. Milner. That's a foul. Tony One Kenobi says neck it, Chris.
Oh, no. Do you know, I mean, it won't be as bad as the blended Big Mac that we once had, but it looks pretty bad.
Brendan saying, are you guys still doing the watch along from the second? Yeah, we're going to, obviously at the minute, we're still going to actually get a ticket for Anfield. I don't know how likely that is. So, yeah, as it is, we're going to do what we'll do. We will solve the problem of what we do if we manage to get a match ticket, if we should ever actually manage to get a match ticket. If everyone wants to become a YouTube member or subscribe to redmentv.com, we might be able to do this and cover the match, which would be absolutely amazing. Alisson Becker, Taki Minamino's been played into trouble there. He's done nothing to help himself with his approach to getting something on the ball. Andy Robertson, he's got a runner. Mane's down the wing. Jota's through the middle. Bobby Firmino lets it run for a throw-in.
Good game today, you know.
Yeah, again, another like
performance from Bobby.
Quietly just doing Bobby Firmino things. It's that thing though, Chris. no one expects Firmino to score every week, so he scored last week, and then he gets to play a good all-round game off the back of it. He's like, yeah, I'll worry about his goal-scoring exploits if he doesn't score another 3 weeks or whatever.
Yeah, absolutely. 1 in 5's fine for him. The score can still do stats comparisons.
Yes. James Milner has the ball right back. Nat Phillips just inside the Brighton half, goes back to Jordan Henderson. He's got options there. He's gone over the top. He's gone for the more direct ball. That was a terrible pass from Jordan Henderson. Absolutely terrible. And, you know, why not? Let's give him a song. Let's show our support. Klopp's laughing his head off. Matty Ryan will take the goal kick then for Brighton. 67 minutes, 18 seconds gone in the game. He goes high and long to the right back position. Big header won there by Nat Phillips. It's going to go all the way back to the goalkeeper, who scoops it up and looks for an option. Matty Ryan just motions and then bowls the ball out. Brighton looking for options. Liverpool just looking so much more live, so much more on top of this game, so much more dangerous as Jota puts the press on. Got a bit lucky there. The ball bounced past both Minamino and Taki. Now Phillips has come a long way out of defence. Jota doing some really good front foot pressing there. Gini Wijnaldum the same, just causing problems, making Brighton make decisions. Mane on it, Firmino on it, trying to cut out the pass to the goalkeeper. Brighton doing okay, just keeping possession for the moment, but Liverpool giving them no breathing room and they're forced to go long, and Fabinho has that one for dinner.
So yeah, Paul, I just wanted to draw your attention to this while we're just farting around in the middle of the pitch there. I saw something on Twitter the other day comparing Firmino and Raheem Sterling, and as you can see on your screen now, Firmino's played 9, Sterling's played 8. Firmino and Sterling have both got 2 goals, except Firmino's got 2 assists to Sterling's 1. And it's mad, isn't it? Because obviously, quite clearly, you know, we're in the Liverpool fan base, we see people moaning about it. But like, and the press talk about it with Firmino. I don't see the press talking about Raheem Sterling, and he's in one of the areas of the field where you'd expect him to get goals for them. He's not their number 9, well, false 9, is he?
That thing, he has a lot more this season because when Aguero and Jesus were out. But again, it also goes to show that if you're gonna be the lynchman in the middle of a front three, it's not necessarily you're not necessarily going to bang a ton of goals. But no, it is an interesting comparison. Again, it boils down to what are you looking for? I think we're all looking for the 27 goal season Bobby Firmino because that's the best Bobby Firmino there's ever been. But I can't find myself.
What did that translate to Premier League goals? Was it like about 14?
You know what? Off the top of my head, I can't think. I feel like it was more than that. I might be wrong. I might be completely wrong on that. Did he? Yeah, actually, you know what? Because did he get double figures in the Champions League? Anyway, corner from Liverpool. Just about headed clear, and it is 4 now. Goes out Andy Robertson,
15,
plays it back.
15 he got in 2017-18, which is his highest goal scoring season. It's gone downhill from there. 12 2 years ago, 9 last year, and 2 so far this season.
Nat Phillips playing some lovely little link play with the aforementioned Bobby Firmino. He tries to give him back for no reason other than probably just a laugh. Phillips pressing high. Nat Phillips is inside the Brighton penalty area still, ladies and gentlemen. They've hacked it away.
Someone go and grab Nat because he's lost.
Yeah, he's just done that. We all have that moment.
He's playing the Matic role today.
Yeah, I'm not playing. He's just like I'm probably not playing again for a couple of weeks. Just fuck it. I'm going to try and get a goal. So
his head's here. Chris looking a lot more relaxed, no doubt.
Lallana is off.
Yeah, well, that's mad.
Lallana on and straight off again there.
I feel for
not
him. Good
for Adam Lallana at all, really. He ran off, so that's mad.
Yeah, running though.
Yeah, running down the tunnel. Very strange decision, that. Oh, it must be, unless it's just purely tackle. Oh, gosh, that looks like a bad one.
That a clash of heads?
Yeah, Danny Welbeck does not look good there at all. I think Andy Robertson's just checking that.
Was it Fabinho?
Let's see. It's Nat Phillips who goes up to challenge. Just a little clash there.
I'm surprised Nat didn't come off worse there.
It's his cheekbone, hasn't it?
Maybe Nat's got a career as a boxer in him.
I love that. Nat Phillips.
Chin like that.
Nat Phillips is just like, and Oh, James Milner on the floor now for Liverpool. Well, hamstring. It looks like for Milner.
3 games in a week. I told you he couldn't do it, Paul. I don't buy.
Yeah, just feeling the back of his knee or his hamstring there.
What have we got? I can't see the fucking subs.
So we've got Kostas Tsimikas, Kurt Jones, Reece Williams.
You could put Reece Williams and Fabinho right back if you wanted. You could put Henderson there. You could put Wijnaldum there.
Just have a little look at the Adam Lallana thing. Is that anything? I mean, he's not really our concern at the moment, is he? James Milner is our concern, however, and yes, James Milner.
Right, what are you saying we do here, mate?
If Milner's going off, well, there's Kurt Jones coming on.
There you go then. So yeah, one of Henderson or Wijnaldum looks to be going back over there.
Jordan Henderson's done it the most.
Yeah, but he's been playing really well, and he's the glue. I think it's got to be Wijnaldum, but
unless you're asking someone else just to go in and do a job.
Well, it won't be Jota. I hope.
Yeah, absolutely. And here's
that touch by Salah's fucking amazing.
He's got them on strings there, Jota.
Yeah, but the touch, he just takes the weight off the ball and puts it into his path. Because Jota's not waiting for the pass. He's moving already. He's anticipating. It's brilliant play.
So yeah, big question marks for Liverpool.
I tell you what, could Kurt do it himself?
Yeah, maybe. He's got
midfield's playing well.
Pace.
You're not asking.
Got a good delivery on him.
It's got Kurt. It's Kurt, Wijnaldum, or Henderson.
Yeah,
they're your 3 options, as I see it. You're not playing tacky there.
Fabinho and
Hendo in the middle.
Yeah.
But I just think, go on, ask Kurt to do it.
Yeah, maybe it's as simple as that. I mean, I say simple as that. I mean, God Almighty. James Milner goes off.
Oh, for God's sakes.
Yeah,
I'm really shocked that he didn't just go with Tsimikas and move Robbo over there.
Yeah, that's another one. I never understood this. Why we'll play left footers just don't seem to be given the opportunity to do the more random stuff.
Mate.
No. We're just too away with the fairies.
Maybe. I like that. Look at who is that behind the wall there? Is that Taki playing peekaboo?
Oh yeah. Danny Welbeck ready to come back on the field. It's going to be a free kick. Danger position, left-footed over the wall. Alisson Becker judges that
well, doesn't
and clutches it in. And lovely little feathered ball out to the right-hand side to touch with the head from Firmino. He's found Taki with Jones, you know. Well done.
It's Jones, is it?
Yeah, looks like it. Kurt Jones slots in at right back for Liverpool. Yeah, there we go.
On our fucking arse here,
but it tells you all that, like, Klopp has told us about the substitutions. People saying, why aren't you using your 3 subs? Is it because
this can happen at any point during the game?
And you could do this and end up with 10 men on the field.
Yeah, and it's not likely that these things happen before the first half, is it? 70 minutes in, 3 games in a week. I'm really shocked at that. This is the thing. I was reading something the other day, Paul, and me and my brother were talking about it. It's like, he was saying, I still think that the 5 subs helps the big teams. I was like, I get that, and I thought that. I really did. But we've got 30% more muscle injuries than last season at this time. 30% more.
Oh, Diogo Jota's tried to steal in. Oh, it's a bad touch, and it goes through to Matty Ryan.
It's only going to get worse. We're not even at Christmas yet, and we're already a 30% increase. We're about to get into the game coming thick and fast.
So I did a video on my YouTube channel the other day, and I came to the conclusion that everything favours the big teams regardless. So whether you've got 3 subs or 5 subs, it still favours the big teams because you've got more of a squad. It's nothing you do in footy isn't better for teams that have got bigger squads. So it doesn't really matter because you just get to reap the benefits comparative to your position in the game anyway.
Literally, like, putting 11 players on the field favours our squad over Burnley's because we've got 11 better players. Stop whinging about it. Yeah.
That's right. That's it, isn't it? It's just one of those things. But what it does is that it puts English teams at a disadvantage in Europe. Yeah. Because there's a false notion that we're trying to make the league more competitive.
Go on, Nat Phillips, son.
Oh yeah,
what a guy.
Because Liverpool, Spurs, all these teams, all the top 6-7 teams in the country are playing in European competition against teams that are all got 5 subs domestically.
Yeah,
stupid. Oh, Nat Phillips. That is.
I like that.
Oh, God, you can see he
Jesus
bounces off the
Christ.
pitch there.
He come off looking like a fucking helicopter blade at one point.
Mr. Underlove again with the
Nice.
comments. Yeah. Nico's getting more games, lads, like it or not. Well, this is the thing. Yeah, everyone's going to have to make their piece pretty sharpish if you've got a problem with Nico Williams, because he's either, if he plays and we don't do something radical, like, then, yeah.
Did you ever watch
Jürgen
the
Klopp is
programme Numbers?
A gog here. Sorry,
Did you ever watch the programme Numbers?
No.
And the beginning of it, it's just like he's a math whiz kid and there's just fucking numbers flying everywhere. That's kind of what Klopp's thinking. It's like, how am I going to put a fucking side out and this and that and fucking all kinds of stuff going on in his brain? Because, I mean, if Nat goes off here, Endo? No, it's Reece, isn't it? It's just Reece.
Yeah. But it's interesting, the Curtis Jones thing, that we haven't just put, you know, Reece Williams on there. For, you know, we've not put a defender at right back. We've just gone and put a lad who's nominally a winger in it right back, which is interesting. Could it be our undoing here? Ball over the top. Welbeck can't get on the end, and Alisson Becker. At this point now, I think we'll all agree, let's just get to the fucking full time.
This is half time, Paul.
Yeah.
It's about 3 points today. It's about grinding out this result.
Oh man, I just trying to flick it over his man's head. Doesn't come away with it. But what that run was he was doing there? He's doing like a moon, walking on the moon.
Umane?
Yeah.
It looked to me like he was being shot at and he was just doing the zigzag that you taught in the army, like, you know what I mean? And the fucking snipers after you.
Oh, Alisson's giving
He's
it away.
offside.
He's got to be offside. He's trying to. It's clever. That's pretty clever. I give Welbeck his due there. He's trying to make Alisson miss it. Right, let's have another little Liverpool song. Let's have the Bobby song.
Oh Christ, that was a brave ball there, wasn't it?
Bobby doing the press over the far side, flicked it around. Brighton just maintaining possession around their back four. We've got a little over 12 minutes of normal time left to play in this one. That's our 3 subs, right?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, Hendo, Mane, Jones, and Klopp was looking worried. Soon.
Oh yes, okay then. Let's see what Liverpool can do. I mean, the good thing about it is that when you've got Jota in this kind of form, Sadio Mane, obviously with Bobby Firmino, Brighton are gonna. It's whether Brighton decide to go
on ball.
They're saying on ball there. Jota is raging with that one. This next few minutes is going to be telling here, Chris, because do Brighton just throw a lot at us, and if they do, I think there's something on here on the counter for us. But we also need to be very, very careful. When you look at that, we've got 5 men now pushing on to this.
Yeah.
Don't want to be soft, and we now got. I mean, look at the state of our back 5. I mean, Jesus Christ, Nat Phillips is going to have to cut across the runner. He does well, judge Nat Phillips. Brilliant defender, no messing around. Smash it down the field. Sadio Mane.
I had my eye on both him and Jones did brilliantly marshalling his man as well. I know it doesn't come to him, but he was in the perfect position there.
Yeah, big big game for the next 10 minutes really for Curtis Jones. Here's Liverpool just looking to keep the door shut. He's gone to engage. He's gone past him. He's going to have to get back in again now. Taki Minamino got to try and get across. He can't. Ball to the back stick. It's hit Andy Robertson on the thigh, and he's purposely, clearly, deliberately thied it over the bar, because clearly that was the best thing to do to defend that situation. Dear God. Curtis Jones left a big gaping hole behind him. The ball comes in, Robertson gets there, and just decides to thigh it over the bar. Well done, Andy Robertson.
He did that. Fucking hell, he
go.
attack them, mate.
Yeah, out-swinging corner from Brighton. Got the big lads queuing up around the penalty spot. They've all separated now. Headed away for now. It's going to drop, and it's going to be sliced out for a goal kick to Liverpool. It's actually curled back onto the pitch. That's how bad that was. Brilliant.
What's off his knee? Could have gone anywhere.
And Danny Welbeck's pissing himself there. It looks like it's destined for the top bid. Right, let's have Fields of Anfield Road. Robbo's just having a little word with Kurt Jones there. Mane gets up, does well.
Lad.
Jota drops off the front line, trying to get us back on the
not
front
there, mate,
foot.
not there.
He's
Jones,
dispossessed.
get in, Jones.
Well done, Andy Robertson. Now, big moment for
There
Liverpool
you
now.
go.
Jota turns. Mane's
Now.
offside. He's got the run of Bobby Firmino. His touch lets him down.
Tackle and a half, and it's Jota down. He's down.
That's a yellow card for
thought he got
Ben
the
White
ball
there.
there, you know.
Yeah, Jota's gone down, clutching his
Shin.
shin. Not sure, to be honest.
He gets the ball there, mate.
Yeah, it's
He
a
like
good tackle.
scissors his shin, doesn't he? I don't think that's not a foul for me, you know.
No, it's not a foul. It's good defending, and Jota's done the most. I think in a
He
full
made
flight.
the mistake because the pass had gone, unfortunately. I think that's brilliant defending.
No,
to
it's
be
good
honest.
defending, and a full flight as well. I think Jota's done enough to make it look
But it was
worth.
interesting, wasn't it? Because Jota obviously gave the ball away. Then Robbo winning that ball so quickly, they just got bodies forward. They were committing men forward, as you were talking about a few minutes ago. And then that opened up that space for 3 to run on against 4.
Yeah, absolutely.
Anyway, let Fabinho score this, and then we can stop, worrying.
Right. Liverpool free kick. 7.5 minutes left to play. Normal time in this game.
I hate
Phillips,
these
Firmino
free
up.
kicks from this area where they just sort of loft it in and nothing ever happens, Liverpool, does it?
Yeah, we're terrible. We're terrible at
Useless
converting
at
these
this
chances.
from these situations, Paul, I would say. Big
Robbo
nap back
whips it
stick.
in. Heads it down! It's Sadio Mane! Sadio Mane's made it 2! Outstanding! Chris Pajak uses the commentator's curse to Liverpool's advantage. And it is Brighton 0, Liverpool 2. Wonderful set-piece routine. And another assist for Andrew Robertson as well. The referee's going to check it out, I guess. Let's have another little look at the... he's offside. He's offside. Devastating. Never mind. Yeah, it looks offside, doesn't it? Oh, what a shame. What a shame. You have to get your pen back again. Chris is going on the pen trick. Yep, clever. Yeah, he was. He did look offside, didn't he? Oh, such a shame. Let's have his song anyway.
Even though I drew that one up on the training ground. Gutted. 6 minutes to go. Liverpool foul. Basuma is it in the centre of the park.
Yes, indeed.
He's a good player, him. I like him.
Yeah, he has been good, hasn't he? Yep. Free kick to Brighton. Again, they'll take some crumb of comfort from that one. That would have been game over, surely, at this stage. But Brighton live again. Still got an opportunity to take something from this football match. Liverpool need to stand firm. They need to maintain their resolve. I feel like there's another goal in this game for us if we can just defend this, right, Chris? But we'll have to see. Oh, look, ball in behind. It's what we've got to be careful of.
Dan the man, 1, 2, 3. Chris went from genius to tit in 30 seconds.
Oh, no.
Oh, George Fuller, hashtag blame Chris.
Oh, dear. Right, Alisson Becker's got the goal kick for Liverpool. Let's have another song. What can we do?
Sorry, Joe Raymond. Fantastic play by Pajak. Oh, for fuck's sake, Chris. Joe Raymond again. 2 minutes later.
Amazing. Right, Genie. Oh, God. It's the Tyson fight tonight, isn't it?
What year are we in?
No. It's not.
I can't wait to watch it, mate.
Volleyed up down the pitch again. Liverpool just need to be clever here. That's not being clever. It's being a bit daft, if I'm being honest. Bobby Firmino
there
does
go,
well.
Bobby.
Oh, Taki's
Nice,
missed
you
it.
got that.
Kurt Jones flying out of right back. Jordan Henderson needs to switch on now. Trossard on the left-hand side.
Oh, Marshall.
Yeah, so far so good from Liverpool there. Oh, he's worked that wonderful close control from Brighton trying to find his shot. Ball's overplaying. Basuma forced to retreat, but Brighton still have possession. Right-hand side, ball into the box. Fabinho nods it down to Jordan Henderson. Toe poke to Gini Wijnaldum. Another one to Sadio Mane, and Gini can get up in support. Bobby Firmino's through the middle. Jota is over the far side. Ball to Gini Wijnaldum is too heavy from Sadio Mane, and Gini is forced to block it out for a Liverpool throw-in. Ah, not great, but we are still in the lead. Oh, well. Okay, Matty Ryan plays it. Yeah, the onus on Brighton to try and get something from this game. And we can see, though, a couple of times now, Taki been beaten comfortably there. Diogo Jota's just tried to punch their player there. That's not great. Oh, Welbeck's in behind. Well done. Nat Phillips up again, mate. Stay big. Yes, Nat Phillips!
Man of the fucking match, Nat Phillips, right? Man
Absolutely
of the match.
incredible.
Loves to defend. Loves to eat children. Fucking loves everything. Bang.
Oh, well met.
One.
And then up.
Bang.
And the second one. And then tries for the third.
Absolutely loves it.
Gross looking to kill this one in swinger here, near side corner. Just under 3 minutes left to play. It's near post. It's flicked on. It's dangerous and it's hacked away by Liverpool.
Bobby in the chest. I think that hit Bobby in the chest.
Diogo Jota's just chasing it down. Matty Ryan's going to get the ball back and he's going to look to get this ball up the field for Brighton. Oh, no. He's cut back inside. That's actually quite intelligent play from the goalkeeper there, rather than wasting it. Brighton build again from the left back.
Goalkeepers aren't normally intelligent.
74% possession in the last 5 minutes from Brighton. Dear God. Jamie Loudon saying cheers, Chris. Sorry, cheers, Mike. In jokes we love. Nat Phillips, man of the match. Shelton Connor, Mellar. Yeah, that's pretty decent. Elbow Baggins, Nat's playing well, like he wants that first team start every week. That's the type of players we love. Yeah, absolutely. We love a good old committed centre-half who does really demonstrably brilliant physical defensive things.
Centre-backs, proper centre-backs are better than midfielders playing centre-back.
Yeah, more fun.
Just, like, he just loves to defend.
Yeah.
It's been a brilliant performance by him.
Kicks it all the way through to Matty Ryan. That's a bit annoying, really. Liverpool will end up on the back foot again. Ball into the channel behind Curtis Jones. And outstanding work. Tossard, more like.
Let's just watch this again. Yep, still as funny the second time.
Absolutely.
And he fell over.
Brilliant. Jonathan Cook with the £2 super chat. Thank you much, Jonathan. Phillips by far man of the match.
Agreed.
That is outstanding. Trossard has just tackled himself in the most hilarious of fashion. Wonderful to see. We have a goal kick once again. 1 minute of normal time left to play. Big ball down the field. Mane challenges it over his head. Bobby Firmino goes to put the press on. Brighton just stroking it around. They're not going to force this one. They're going to continue to play.
Well.
God, it must be something close to that, you'd imagine. We'll see in a moment. Ball played out to this right-hand side. Brighton just, again, it's telling from Brighton they're not giving up their game plan. They're looking to build. And it's working okay in this build-up so far. Little flick away. Robertson does just about enough to get it away. Yeah. Gini Wijnaldum carries it down the field, gets brought down.
You give that to the best man. Yeah. That is what Wijnaldum has made a living off, isn't it?
No man better in a dying embers of a football match when you need to relieve a little pressure than to give the ball to Gini Wijnaldum. Robertson did just about. Danny Welbeck goes down after the fact.
Was it Welbeck?
It was Welbeck.
Yeah, 5 minutes at a time.
Here we go. We're into stoppage time now.
Are they actually checking that? Oh, for fuck's sake. I mean, did he kick him as well? Did he kick Robertson? Because they all kicked each other, didn't they?
We'll soon find out.
It wasn't like he was just stood there. He genuinely wasn't just stood there, was he? They're checking it to see whether he was offside, which says to me that they've already decided it was a foul. Look, they're both stretching, so they both... Oh, no, Robert does come over kick him.
It's going to be a penalty, isn't it?
But then Welbeck... Hang on a minute, yeah. Right, let's talk this through.
Can we just tell people he's going to look at the monitor to check for himself?
Does Robbo touch the ball?
I don't know.
If Robbo doesn't touch the ball and the other lad doesn't touch the ball, they've kicked each other.
Yeah. But will the preference be given towards the attacking player in that regard?
Well, Neither of them touched the ball.
Let's give it a
Let's give
penalty.
a fucking penalty. Are you fucking having a laugh, lad? Earn your money, Alisson.
Oh dear,
Oh, that's fucking shit, that, mate.
It's a
fucking
penalty
2 goals disallowed.
to
Fucking
Brighton.
2 pens for them.
3.5 minutes of time left in the game. I mean, he's volleyed him in the foot, hasn't he? Yeah. Mopé, who missed the first half penalty, no longer on the pitch for Brighton. The penalty responsibilities will fall elsewhere. Will Danny Welbeck be the one to grab this one? No, it's that guy, whoever he is. Gross.
Or Grob, I think I said
Yeah.
that was in the team out there.
It is gross. And if this goes in, it will feel
I'd get in the
grossly
net if I
unfair
was
for
you,
Liverpool.
Alisson.
Alisson just taking his time. He's in no rush. Let the player, let Gross have a
smart,
think
isn't
about
it?
this one. Not a more. You can't do anything as a goalkeeper to put people off anymore. So you might as well do what you can. It's a second penalty of the game to Brighton and Hove Albion. 2.5 minutes left to play. Stutter step up and down the middle, and it's 1-1. Brighton 1, Liverpool 1. Such a shame. Yeah, they've levelled up from the spot. There. I mean, on the balance of play, probably, you know, the least Brighton probably deserved for the performance on the day so far, but also an absolute kick in the teeth, and we've had 2 goals disallowed as well. Little stutter and step up, run up. Alisson's gone the wrong way again. This time they've actually hit the target, and that helps. Right. Liverpool, if they want to get 3 points from this game.
Well, 3 minutes left to do it, I reckon.
Maybe, yeah. We shall see. Jurgen Klopp giving a sarcastic applause to the linesman there.
Oh, Welbeck did get the ball. Welbeck got the ball with his studs first. Did VAR get a decision wrong?
What?
By you today?
Oh, no.
Did it?
No.
It hurt, it's annoying, but both were offside and Welbeck gets the ball and Robbo kicks him.
100%. Brighton go long down the field. Curtis Jones down. This is the issue Liverpool face now, is that we've got a ridiculously makeshift defence. Kurt Jones. Liverpool don't think this game is dead. You can tell. Just wonder whether they just want to try and craft one more opportunity. Is it possible for Liverpool to steal a win late? Right at the death here. Gini Wijnaldum under pressure. And it's a throw into Brighton. That's probably going to be it, isn't it? Oh, dear. Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
Right. Talking from experience, Klopp won't like a camera just pointed on him like that.
No, because they know he's good value in it.
He shouted at me once for it.
Yep. Taki Minamino looks to stick the ball over the top. The ball's just not on at all. Firmino chases it right into the corner. Brighton smash it out and into touch. It's going to be a Liverpool throw, and Robertson looks to get it moving quickly.
Needs another minute. Needs another minute for this.
You'd imagine so, wouldn't you? At least a minute.
When the clock doesn't stop and Alisson was off the fucking line and all the VAR stuff, you probably hadn't 2 on.
We shall see. We are into added time on added time. The 5 allotted minutes is up. Diogo Jota can't get on the ball. And Brighton look to break. Fabinho tied these up for
Fabinho
now.
was doing there, but I'm glad he was. You know what? In Pro Evo, I'm snapping these now.
Yeah. And Brighton have kept their heads really well here. Kurt Jones kicks it out. Yep, Liverpool's mission here as well. Obviously, it'd be nice to make a goal here, but obviously you have to be very aware that one slip at the back could lead us to come away with nothing from this game. Such a blow. Solly March has got the ball. He's going to take the throw and he's going to look to eat up every single second of this one that he can. We've had nearly an additional minute on top of the normal added time. Brighton just keeping the ball in the corner. That's really well worked. And Curtis Jones keeps it. Keeps it alive there. But also keeps it alive for Brighton as well, to be fair. And they could yet bang another one. They've had the shot. It's deflected and it's wide.
Done that again.
Oh, it's a Brighton corner. Not where Liverpool want the ball. Of course, quite the opposite, in fact. But yeah, Nat Phillips just doing enough there.
I thought we'd get one chance before the end of the game, but it doesn't look like we're going in.
Brighton have done this really well. Curtis Jones at right back, I think, as a super makeshift right back, has not been a good decision. I think off the bench really, all told. But you know, it is what it is.
Just the recognised fullback that gave the pen away.
Well, God, yeah, both the recognised fullbacks who give the give the pens away. Brighton have this corner. You would imagine this will be the very last action of the game. Can Liverpool see this one out? Header over the top. The referee checks his watch. You'd imagine that's it. Yeah, there goes the full-time whistle. Brighton 1, Liverpool 1. It will feel like points dropped from the position Liverpool were in, but on the balance of play, maybe a 0.1. Liverpool are going to have to play better than that if they want to get anything. But will Liverpool have the bodies available to them to actually play a better brand of football? As once again, we see another Liverpool player leaving the field injured. James Milner withdrawn this time for the Reds. We're going to be back talking about this game very shortly. I'll be doing your reactions. If you are a member here on YouTube, you can access the members-only chat for the fan reaction show, and then you can vote live on the player rating show a little bit later on. The main case will be back talking about the game. If you haven't followed us on Twitter, it's at the Redmen TV as well. It's another way for you to interact with the next show. Yeah, a shame. Just to clarify something, no, the reason why we didn't win that game is we didn't get to 1,000 likes. So just remember that's on you. If you watch this and you didn't click that like button, that's your fault, unfortunately. Right, we're going to be back. What an absolute pisser of an end to a football match. But yeah, we need to. We'll square our shoulders up. We'll take a deep breath and we'll face it down. With the post-match reaction stuff. So yeah, thanks so much for everyone who's joined us for it. I hope you've enjoyed yourselves regardless. We will be back with this show again, thick and fast, Tuesday night, Liverpool versus Ajax. If that's you done for the day, fully understandable. We are going to be here for another hour or so wrapping the game up, and we hope you will be too. Also, while we're on, there's a chance to get some discounted Liverpool clobber
20% off
sweatshirts, t-shirts and mugs. We have a 20% Black Friday discount that's running right now. Use the code CHAMPIONS on our store and you can get 20% off some amazing presents for yourself and for Liverpool fans worldwide as well. Other than that, yes, that's us. Thank you so much. We'll see you all soon. Ta-ra.